that before. Well, I think we've. This is before the big conspiracy breaking of like. You know, my mom knows about Epstein.
Oh, your mom didn't know about Epstein?
No, well, I guess, yeah, you can say that. Yeah, she didn't know about Epstein in like a big way, but like she didn't know that he had been operating since like the 70s.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay,
like,
okay.
She was aware, like, I can't believe how did he get an island? I'm like, well, you know.
How did he get an island? Where'd all his money come from? It's one of the few things nobody can answer.
There's a couple things. Yeah.
You can scoot closer if you want to.
I
just started.
No,
you're good. You're good.
Oh, yeah.
I just start sometimes. Yeah.
But yeah, just project. You're good. It'll pick you
This
up.
is not a.
It actually picks up pretty good. Yeah.
Podcast. I believe I'm gonna. What are you looking at?
Nothing. Welcome to Shirts Off, Season 3, Episode
Shirts
34.
Off.
I'm here today with Jack and Liam. Charlie is here in the building. He may join us. He may not. It depends. He's working. He's busy. But I'm calling this episode Jack Attack because you're Jack and you like to invite violence.
It's the Shirts Off podcast. Nipples out, boys. Let's.
What were you in chat? You used to come in the chat all the time on the Twitch.
I was. God, it was something stupid. It was probably something like.
It was Jack something.
No, I didn't have my. No, there's not a single social.
Oh,
media
well, do you not
thing
want me to call you Jack?
No, it's fine.
It's
fine. Like Jack's not even my legal name.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
That's badass.
Yeah. No, I didn't even know. I didn't know my legal name was my legal name until I was like 11.
Oh, okay.
So it's not a.
Is Jack like your middle name?
Jack is like. It's my initials plus a K to make it not look retarded. You don't want to. Like, hey, Jace, how you doing?
Yeah, there would be people that do that.
Jack is a simple name, but people still fuck it up. I don't understand. Like,
they put a Z in front of it?
No, it's like Jake, or like sometimes I'll get Jacob, or I think Jack is short for something else.
I thought Jack was short for Jacob, or maybe
Jackson, if that's your first
Jackson.
name.
Yeah, I know a couple Jacksons.
Jacqueline.
Jacqueline?
It's just Jacqueline. I know there's a Q in it,
Jacqueline?
but it's Jacqueline.
Yeah. Oh, Jacqueline, okay.
What is it, Jacqueline?
Jacqueline's that's a white woman name. That's a very, like,
I don't know, I've met guys named Jacqueline.
You met a guy named Jacqueline?
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
That's insane.
Well, maybe he was transitioning.
It's like a boy named Sue or something.
You might have met a guy, Jack and Lynn.
I've met men named Sydney.
No, I know guys named Stacy. Like,
yeah, that's true.
There's a handful, but like Jacqueline, I ain't never met a man named Jacqueline.
That's a little.
That's pushing it.
That's a little strange. There's a couple names,
Jimmy. I've seen where people take James and make it Jack.
Yeah. Okay. Anyways,
what do you guys think Ned is short for? Because I saw, probably
William.
Silly shit. Because today I saw somebody's name was Edward. Then they did quotation Ned, where they kind of like, if your name was Jackson, sense. Quote Jack, and I kind of I can hear how Edward would be Ned, but not quite.
Well, Ned, Ed, it kind of like,
but then
it's like you're getting lazy.
It's like the Dick Richard thing, because it's like, why not just be Rick or Rich?
Well, I've
Why'd
noticed
you go for Dick?
The Dick is actually more of like a British thing than it is an American thing.
That's Dick?
Like,
how you doing?
Yeah, exactly.
Dick, how you doing?
Well, you're doing more of an Australian accent, but I could see that too. You know what I mean?
But I could do a mean South African.
Who you been watching a lot? Elon Musk?
No, I've been watching a lot of Blood Diamond, dude.
Oh, is he good?
Yeah, dude. You've never seen Blood Diamond?
No.
Dude.
I know, I mean, I can guess what it's about.
It's pretty fucked up. Yeah, it's pretty fucked up. It's pretty fucked up.
You watched it?
Yeah.
No, but I'm familiar with it. And a lot of my favorite rap artists have referenced it in music and stuff.
True.
Yeah. You out here? Nice meeting you. Have a
What's
good
up,
one.
buddy?
Somebody who we will not name just left.
Yeah.
We told him bye.
And you don't even really know who it is. They just appeared as a blur almost.
Yes.
It just was not.
He was like the Flash.
Yeah. Little do they know that this building used to be where they would keep SCPs. Are you aware of that?
SCPs?
You know what SCPs are?
No.
Like the cryptids kind of thing.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. No, dude, I've gone really deep in those during the Manic episode before,
dude.
And I've almost thought I was an SCP. Yeah, some of that shit's really. No, hear me out, bro. There's
crawling on the fucking rafters, hissing at folks.
Because there's one that's like an all-knowing guy who spawns an all-knowing child, and they wind up in this time loop of teaching each other. Like
the baby is the old person.
Yeah, the old person is because they're the same guy, but they're different guys, and they teach each other. It's like this, and I was like, oh, bro, it's like me and my little brother. It was crazy.
Is that really life, or would that be like? I feel like that's more like a river or stream because it's continuous. There's no real end. It's just
Do you think
it's
life
a
has a real end?
process.
Do you think
I
life
think
has
I think there's a like. I
Because
think
I'm under the impression that perhaps death is just the next stage, not necessarily the ending of anything.
there is some like because they've looked at this in science where it is like there is a weight. The weight of a human soul is like a couple grams.
Because
So there is something that is lost upon death that goes somewhere else because matter cannot be created nor destroyed. Everything that was here has been here and will be here to the end of the universe, just in different forms. And so I'm not sure if that means that there's a transference from like the mental side or if it's just like a loss of something, you know, and then whatever that is, whatever that loss is, just kind of dissipates. Like that could be energy, or that could be like something else. So I draw no strong lines between life and death because it is very much a very confusing
Absolutely.
kind of thing to think about.
Absolutely. Are
This
you
has been a-
familiar with the idea that like they can't really like fully explain consciousness? That like your consciousness
Yeah.
isn't quite local.
Yeah.
That also recently they're starting to find in studies that there's like a low frequency emitted electromagnetic field.
Yeah.
That's like connecting minds. So you start thinking of the idea of like the collective consciousness and like
Yeah.
how as a people we can think similar things and maybe just maybe in my you know how my beliefs go that
Yeah.
I think George Lucas with the Force and stuff like that, a lot of people have issues with midichlorians, but I think that like if you take it for what he's saying, right, like yes, he explained midichlorians, yes, a bunch of the old heads didn't like it, but all he did was give you scientific basis
Yeah.
for a spiritual thing. It's
Which-
so
which-
impossible to think that
Through history has been very common.
because it's almost like somewhere along the way they tried to convince you that the science and the magic and the spirituality were all separate things, but they're all explanations of existence. And I
Of
think
each other, like a circle.
yeah, because
or
I think
a
I think
cycle,
yeah.
like the circle thing you were talking about. See, I've
The
connected the
Ouroboros.
dots.
I understood that
Or
reference.
Borealis. That one.
No, that's a different thing. But you know, you're close. We'll give you
But
credit
shit, even
for
with that, when you think about that, like you can explain to me how it's formed and stuff. It doesn't mean it's not incredibly magical. Like this
Yeah.
is it's a ribbon
Isn't it
of
an
light.
electromagnetic field, which is what
shit.
you were just talking about? Like, you know?
Well, I think
we're
you-
space lights, dude.
The more natural stuff is a little bit magical because if you look at how land forms and how
Yes.
this kind of stuff
Erosion.
erosion. Yeah, you're right. Like, you ever heard of an oxbow lake? So the way rivers work is they will bound around because water's constantly looking for the sorry
You're good.
for the audience. Have you ever heard of Oxbow Lake? So an Oxbow Lake is formed through like natural progression of a river where water is constantly looking for the easiest route to flow. So it'll go left and right, looking for that. So eventually you like have a squiggly line that the river takes. And so even then it will keep on progressing and progressing until there's a part of that squiggle that meets in the center. So like, this is going to be hell for the audio listeners.
Picture a lot of squiggles.
A lot of squiggles.
Left and right, zigzagging,
Zigzags.
if you will.
Close your eyes, you know. Even if you're driving, you need to close your eyes.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. God will lead you.
Jesus, take the wheel.
One of those squiggles will meet at the apex of each end. So like think about it like this. It goes,
Like
so
it
these
zags
two
too far and
points,
hits. Yeah.
and it'll zag and it'll connect. And then that's what is left over of that is an oxbow lake. And so eventually that will erode and water will fall into it, and that's how you'll get like little ponds offside of rivers and that kind of stuff.
Okay.
And I think that is in its own magical.
Agreed.
The way that kind of shit can just happen.
Agreed.
You know,
100% agreed.
like of course, we can come in and we can bulldoze nature and kind of form it to our will, but at the end of the day, you leave that building alone, it'll be fucking underground or like in smithereens.
Like those studies are about like if we just stop cutting the grass on the side
Oh,
of the
yeah.
highways and stuff, like it'll look like Jurassic
Yeah.
Park in like 10, 20 years. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, there's something like, what's the Lovecraftian? There's something Lovecraftian about nature in our relationship with
Yeah, it's almost like the more you look at it, it's like, damn, this thing feels a little sentient. This
Yeah.
thing kind of has its own
Yeah.
thinking, its own
Maybe we shouldn't be cutting
consciousness
down
even.
so many fucking trees.
Unnecessarily. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's one of the things I think people don't appreciate enough about like our part of the Southeast that we have such a good balance between industry, progress,
Yes.
civilization, society, and you can still go out and fucking take a
Yes.
breath of
Yes.
clean taste. I'm from New Jersey. When I moved to the place where this podcast is happening from, undisclosed, it's South Carolina. My first
The
week,
compound.
my first week down here, it legitimately tastes different.
Yeah.
Like I was 16 years old and I was like, dead deer. Not eating the dead deer, you know what I mean? Like my experience, like roadkill, and the air tastes good. What's up with that? You know
Yeah.
what I mean? It's very, very, very different, and I
That-
think that that's a beauty that's not appreciated enough. That we still strike a good balance between what was and what we're building here.
You know what a great example of that is? I visited there semi recently, Portland, Oregon.
Okay,
Their airport alone is like has trees inside of it.
that's badass.
Yeah,
That's pretty
like that
badass.
is very nice.
Yes.
And like within 30 minutes of the city is like wild land.
Yeah, yeah.
Like it is very centralized, and you can live that city life. And you can, go and do whatever you want, get whatever food. Like, I never had Middle Eastern food until I went to Portland.
Yeah, yeah.
You know?
There's culture there. There's different,
Yes.
but then you can still step outside and,
And
enjoy
yeah,
trees.
yeah.
And I think that's such an important. I personally believe in all of my Wahoo-ass conspiracy theories that's not unintentional. I do believe that like modernity is almost there's an intentionality to it that's to kill off nature and kill off like natural peaceful things, you know what I mean? Because you gotta think like if this place was filled with trees and we know all of the electromagnetic features of trees and we know the feel good chemicals and the reality that trees are alive and communicate with each other, and it's like I think that severing humans from nature fucks them up.
Oh,
and
yeah.
and I don't think that that's by
Well,
accident.
you're right. You're right. Because there's been studies on people who, like the brain chemistry, people who live in cities versus people who live in more rural towns, like the Shirts Off podcast compound is in. There's like there's a noticeable difference in serotonin release. There's a noticeable difference in like just their thought patterns.
My mother's from Manhattan, and one of my ex-girlfriends is from the Bronx, and I'm
Yeah.
from New Jersey, and I'm from New Jersey right underneath New York, 'cause that's where
Yeah.
my mom kind of left New York and built a life at the top of New Jersey.
No one's living in New York.
Man, dude, my mom literally has described it, and even just being in New Jersey in those real dense metropolitan areas, you're looking at like PTSD.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I told them
What do you
about
mean?
this. Like the level of stress and stimulation
Oh,
and
okay,
sound
like
you're
what we
exposed
talked
to
about with,
my
yeah,
ex-girlfriend.
yeah, yeah.
I had another ex-girlfriend, a few of those, lucky me or whatever.
Yeah.
And she's from here. And we took a trip up north to go pick up my brother for Thanksgiving 2 years back, and she had a panic attack in the passenger seat just being in New Jersey traffic.
Yeah.
And like I did not handle it well. Like I was
Yeah.
kind of like, "Hey, calm the fuck down." Like you're
Yeah.
good. But afterwards, I thought I was like, "Damn, the only reason I'm not freaking the fuck out is because like
You've been
this,
inoculated to it.
yeah, this shit scarred me a long time ago.
Yeah,
Like this is
you're
just scar
used to
tissue
it.
to me. Like we're good, relax. Like he was driving aggressive, I drive better. But
Yeah.
it's like to her, it's like that was almost death. That was almost death.
Yeah.
That was almost death. That was almost death. Because she's from a place where like you swerve a little on the road. Oh shit! Let
Yeah.
me goddamn shake right in my Chevy. Yeah, I mean, but where I'm from. You fuck up on the road, that could be a little kid you just fucking hit. You
Yeah.
goddamn could have hit that parked school bus.
There's
like,
a fucking falafel stand.
yeah,
And
exactly.
like if you hit that shit, you're donezo.
Exactly. You know what I
mean? Yeah, I get what you mean. Like I don't know. I remember like first time being in Times Square, and this is at nighttime, so it's a little less stimulating. But like, there's still a shit ton of people there at like, I think I was out at like 12 o'clock at night.
yeah.
And like just the LED screens and like the cars and the traffic and all this shit. It was just like, it was overwhelming.
It is, absolutely.
It was just like I can't. This is what I have to say about New York. I love visiting. I will never fucking live there.
Absolutely not.
Never in my life.
Absolutely not.
There's maybe a version of me that could adapt to that, but just not like
Not one that you would want to be a part of.
No, and that part, and honestly, like I think that again, like there's a balance because I do believe being from an overly rural town could also be to your one's detriment.
Yes.
Because whether it be small town ideals, a lack of exposure to other cultures and stuff.
Well, it's exactly that. Yeah.
But there's a very if you're not from a city to assimilate to that is to kill off a piece of yourself. Like there's a small part of yourself you have to compartmentalize or damn near suffocate to exist in that if you're not
Yeah.
from that. You know what I mean? It's not natural to have that many people on top of each other.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Nothing about it is natural.
Well-
And I think that that's part of, like, a lot of people talk about the aggression of the North.
Yeah.
And for me, for one, it's like
Are we getting on the Civil War? Good Lord.
No. I won.
Man.
I won. I'm from the winning side,
I
big
was about to
dog.
say you might not want to argue against that one, buddy.
No. I'm very much. But I believe that. What's the words I'm looking for? Some of that aggressiveness from the North is overstimulation. Like people, like when you think about some of the worst arguments you've had with people you love, a lot of the time you were overstimulated, you were overwhelmed, your nervous system was not regulated.
This has been built up for hours.
Yes, this is an entire section of the nation that's just perpetually overstimulated. Like, how nice do you expect them to be? You know what I mean? And then how trusting do you expect them to be of their neighbor when you have all of these things happening all the time? All these variables are constantly at play. When you live in a town like this, random shit happens. Nobody thought that would happen at the Walmart. You know what I mean? Yeah. But at the end of the day, it's a little bit more predictable. Yeah. And I feel like knowing that, it's just like watching your favorite movie. Like, you take solace and comfort in knowing how this is going to go. Yeah. And it's a bit easier to know what's going to happen next.
You know how those cards are going to fall.
Yes, a little bit better. Not always, but a little bit better. I can at least, I have an idea of the river in the poker game.
Yeah.
It's like,
where's Chris at? Chris would have liked that.
It's like what we were talking about with the Greenway today. Like, when we were going out to walk on, we're like, because there's just violent things that happen here, but it's like you said, most time it's extremely personal.
Extremely personal. So you don't have to worry too much about randomized things.
If you aren't with like fucked up people who are doing fucked up shit, generally you're going to be okay.
Yes.
Don't worry. Calm down.
I know. That was just so smooth.
I know, right?
He's twirling a knife in his hand, but it's like liquid. Like,
I know, right?
While I'm watching it, it's like.
Dude, you should see me. I got a couple of big daggers that I just love to.
I
like pass it over my thumb and fucking like
Jack with the big dagger,
dude.
Jackaholic.
Dude, I'm a jackaholic.
Jackson.
Well, you're doing that with your hand, and I'm just like, damn. Imagine like if I could get.
What are you imagining?
I was just saying, what if I could get my girlfriend to do that? You know, like,
with that exact motion.
Like, I'd be like, damn, how are you doing that? It's like liquid, like
You know the rubber pencil trick?
Yeah, it's like that.
If you don't rubber pencil me, sure.
No, but like, Caitlin, give me
the image that popped in my
rubber
head.
pencil me.
It's just her with you by the pecker, just flipping you around, twirling you around above her head, just some next
I'm too
level
heavy for
shit.
that.
The Indians did not write about this one. All right? Karma Sutra ain't got shit on us, okay? You think they wrote about furries in the Karma Sutra? No!
That's true. I've been thinking about it because I found the Kama Sutra at Goodwill one time, but it was like a really nice
Somebody's freaky
encyclopedia
ass grandma,
Man,
dude.
freaky as shit.
Dude.
So I found it recently again because we were cleaning out my Lincoln and I forgot. I put it in the trunk of that thing. Ken was like, "What is this?" And I was like, "Open it up. Look, take a look."
Freaky ass diagrams, freaky ass artwork.
No, what we
She was
need
like,
to
"Do we need this?" And I was like, Yeah, when we get bored, we'll just flip, pick a number and we'll pick a page.
Yeah, you can always get better.
Yeah,
we can always try something new.
Exactly,
and I feel like when you lose that, that's where, like, in the long run, those sparks and that passion starts to disappear.
I told her, I said, did Jordan stop at basketball? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Did he stop at baseball?
Dude, one day you might be on the other end, all right?
Yeah,
I'm
exactly.
just saying.
You know what I mean?
You gotta
Did he
keep
stop when those allegations came out? Like,
Dude.
You can't quit, bro. That's why I just do it.
What we need to do is we need to write a car Masutra, and it's just different ways to have sex in a car.
That's actually pretty.
Look,
no, I'm not gonna lie. As a 5'9" man of a very lean staff, I feel like I would be really good at that book.
You never boned it in a car?
Huh?
No,
I have
writing the book.
Who hasn't?
No, but I can do stuff that you guys are physically too tall.
That's true. That's true.
Like I can write that.
I don't know.
Off the handlebar. Crazy. 1 foot on the dash, 1 foot on the window.
Listen, I figured it out. Right, the last time I did this, you know what I mean. And I didn't have to have a big car for this. But
2 weeks ago, his mom didn't let him use the house.
You gotta stretch a certain way, and then you just rubber band yourself in there. You know what I'm saying? Like, just snap.
That's what those little handles are for. Like, people forget that.
I told her to put her feet in there like stirrups. I'm about to do an exam.
I don't care if that console's in your spine. You got to posture up.
No, look.
I don't care. Every time that I thrust, the horn goes off, okay? But we got to get this done, all right?
This one time recently, I hurt her back, and like...
God.
like, and
oh,
look,
my God.
I'm sorry, Caitlin, but this story's way too funny. So, like, I didn't realize that I hurt her back. And like I don't think she realized in the moment either. But the next day, and like for like a good week after that, she would just be like, "My back hurts," and then I was like, "What happened?" And like because I didn't know it was from what happened. I didn't know it was from what we did at first. But the position we were on, where we were at, there was like a piece of wood, like just right there, in like where the
Why is there a piece of wood in your car?
Well, no, this wasn't in a car. This was somewhere else.
Wait, why is there a piece of? Wait, hold on.
Just it's not important. Just know that there was like a wood railing type situation going on, and it was
were
like
talking
right
about the
there
Greenway earlier,
in the
weren't we?
small of her back, like and she was bent like backwards. You know what I mean? So it's like it hurt her
You
back.
had her draped over like a
Dude,
I'm not gonna say about your women.
Listen,
I'm sorry.
I've bent her like a pretzel, man. Like it's time, it's like Twister up in there.
All right, now that this has been made officially awkward, we can. What's next? What's next?
Well, we
gotta
started
come
with
up
the universe
something.
and sex positions.
Dude,
So.
hey, look. If we are
Can we keep talking about the Fast and Furious?
Huh?
Can we keep talking about the Fast and Furious?
Oh, about how it was good that he fucking wrapped his car around a tree.
Well, I mean, we can get into that too.
We can get into.
I want to talk about Fate. Fate looks wild. I haven't watched
Fast
it yet.
and Furious, pedophiles in Hollywood, Epstein and the connection to Israel and Mossad. What else?
Don't forget the other Weinstein.
Weinstein.
Both of them.
Yeah.
Or was there 3 of them? No, I'm getting them
There's
mixed
a
up.
lot of-
with
I just feel like Steen. Yeah, I mean,
Steins.
No, let me.
I was about to say, you
I
gotta
was
be
saying,
very
saying
careful
in
what
terms
you
of
about
like
to say.
that just sounds like the name of like I've heard that name a lot of
Like
like affluent
Frankenstein.
Yeah, but then I thought about like
Or Frankenstein.
I just
That's not okay.
I thought about
Berenstain.
the slippery slope that it was to say what I was about to say because I wasn't going to mean it how it came.
You can't talk about the Steens a lot
Yeah.
nowadays.
That's what I mean.
Without
Yeah,
a
chill.
lot of
And
things
you know, I
to
make
throw
rap
around.
music, so I'm not trying to get Kanye off of the shirts off
Hey,
podcast.
I was like, listen, man, we can talk about a lot of things. I don't know enough Steens or Steins to be able to be having this conversation. That's what I was telling Charlie the other day. We need one in the group. That way,
You
we
can't say stuff.
You need a token.
Well, no.
A TJ? You need a TJ? Oh my god!
God, you finally get him in here. You start calling him
just
TJ.
to,
He's like, "What does that mean?" Oh no, it's just a nickname we came up with, dude. You know, like everybody has their nicknames.
Just to even everything out. You know what I mean? It's that way because they're very funny.
Well, dude,
and we're already funny. So
This
we're just
friend
gonna
group
get
was
propelled.
promised to them 3,000 years ago.
Oh my!
You'll
You need to be stopped.
we have now lost another member of the Shirts Off
Nah, he went to go
podcast.
get sleep. He went to
Soon
go-
enough, Creighton will leave, and it will just be me talking to this phone in an empty room.
Dude, your vape looks like a switch.
Dude, it kind of hit. You want to hit it?
No, I'm good. I don't vape.
It is very much like, look at
So,
this.
it does come apart. That's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
Well, you buy this, right? And then you get these pods.
Oh, that's a pod.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
No, she's pretty hard.
Why has it got a
Yeah.
sad face on it?
I don't know.
It looks.
Is it dying?
No. I
No,
mean, look at it.
it's
It's
just,
literally a
it's
sad.
just sad. I
Damn.
guess
Maybe this is the beginning of
That's
how in other countries they have to put how cigarettes will fuck you up.
Oh, it's
Maybe it's like, hey, we have to at least
Dude.
display a small negative emotion on vapes
Yeah.
moving forward.
I saw a vape with Pac-Man on it one time.
Oh,
that shit
I've
was
seen it.
fire.
Dude, when I lived in Jacksonville, there was a smoke shop near my apartment, and I went in there and I looked up at the wall. It was this was when Rick and Morty was like
The shit,
dude.
yeah.
Yeah, that's
That
one.
show
That's,
didn't end, right? Like, it's still
autistic
going on.
white men everywhere.
yeah,
Yeah.
no, but that 2014 to 2018 run of Rick and Morty,
Yeah.
and then the way that all the fans swore they were the smartest fan base of all time.
God.
Like, no, you have to be
Wubba
really
lubba
smarter
dub
than
dub.
this.
You know,
It wasn't even
it's
14 to 18. It was like, I want to say it was like 18
this was
to
after-
22. or
yeah, I was about to say
something like
this is after 2020.
Damn.
Yeah.
No, that's a good point. That's, it's all a fucking blink.
that. Yeah, no, for
Yeah.
real, yeah.
But you were saying you saw.
Yeah.
Like,
I went to
Sorry.
a smoke shop, and it's funny you said that they're the smartest of fan group.
Well, they
in the
think
world.
so.
Yeah, they think they are.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny to say that you're the smartest fan base, and then also have your two main characters on a bong and like a fucking crack pipe. I swear to God, I've seen a Rick and Morty crack pipe at least once in my lifetime. Like
They're in every vape store, dude.
every fake like cart you've ever seen has Rick and Morty on it. Like, oh my God, I don't think they're paying for that license. I'm just saying.
They're the smartest, though.
The Rick and Morty crack pipe may not be a licensed
product.
Yeah, licensed product. I don't think a lot of Funko Pop buyers are putting that in a box and putting it on their shelf. You know.
But you guys remember the spoon that used to come with McFlurries?
Yes.
Didn't that always look a little meth pipish to you guys?
Yeah.
It was very like,
they were doing.
it looks like you could like tweak it a bit and you'd have the meanest
Yeah, or
crack
you
spoon.
could like
They
drill a
still make
hole in the
those.
top near the spoon. You could, like smoke a little pot out
yeah,
of
and
it.
how it has that random hole in it, so you got a
Yeah.
little like carb on it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like, Jesus.
Yeah, what the
I
fuck that was
saw,
about?
I saw somebody carve a bong out of an apple one time.
Oh,
that
yeah.
shit was like the wildest thing. I mean, not the wildest thing I've ever seen, but like
Being
I don't
15,
I don't smoke.
Seeing an apple
Yeah.
carved into a bomb.
I don't
is like,
smoke, but like I was around people that were
Yeah,
smoking,
yeah.
and like just they were like, it tastes like apple, and I was like, that's crazy.
Bullshit. That's fucking lies. It tastes like weed.
They
It
were
tastes
high
like
as
smoke.
fuck. They were just like, it's apple, dude.
So is this just a no Charlie podcast?
I don't
Is he
know.
done?
He was
Nah, he's
working.
Yeah, and he's very much ready to open up his business, so
I know,
they're
yeah.
kind of like crunch timing it.
Oh,
And
yeah.
stuff,
yeah,
and,
which is fine.
yeah. No.
He'll come if he wants. He understands that the door's open.
Those listening that know, those in the know, come to the
Halcyon.
Shirts Off podcast
Compound.
compound. Just be very.
Halcyon. That's the name of the business.
Oh, I didn't know we were.
Yeah, no, we
actually-
can. Yeah,
No,
yeah,
no.
Halcyon.
We dox ourselves.
Yeah.
Code sign Halcyon activate. And
Jet out of your chair.
no, I was thinking more like CIA, like Manchurian candidate type shit.
You step into the room, it's like Caesar. A bunch of guys come out with knives and start fucking just.
God, come by, support local business.
Come play some video games.
Give us your money right now.
Caesar was assassinated by the deep state, like JFK.
It was Mossad.
Not unlike JFK is what I should be saying.
Dude.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, we got a lot of allegedlys on this podcast.
You were talking about assassinations before we came back in.
Oh,
we didn't finish talking about that.
Do we want to have that on the podcast?
Yeah, sure. We've talked about assassinations before.
I know, but this particular assassination.
What's your take, dude? Who are you? Which one are you talking about?
Well, you know which one he's fucking talking
Yeah,
about.
the
The
one
most
cop.
recent one?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. What's your take, dude? Why not?
I mean, I don't know.
Fuck
It just seems like a continuation of like the ramping up in verbal, like, I don't know. I am young enough to be keyed in on some of these other things, but I'm also old enough to remember like the 2012 debates where they're like, while I might not agree with my so and so, I still think we should rule this nation.
What a pussy.
I know, right? Yeah. Call him the F slur. Like, no.
Fucker?
Yeah, something like that. Whatever you want to. Yeah. You can say it if you'd like to.
Which one?
You know.
I don't know what you
Anyway, how do you?
Sorry.
No, you're good. Do you feel like it's man? What's the words I'm looking for? I guess how
Radicalizing.
yes, or like how I don't. Because I feel like these days saying conspiracy theory is starting to become like just piss poor nomenclature because
Yeah.
we're getting to a point where it's like they're just theories, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? So like so
Well, conspiracy has gone so mainstream to
We need
where
a new
like
word.
yeah, we need like
We should
No,
use
no,
that.
I don't.
conspiracy squared. Like we need like.
But
I
I-
was on this shit. All right, this is stolen valor. All these like retarded. Sorry, all these
No,
stupid
you can say
people.
that
All right,
if you
because they're
want to.
retarded.
Yeah.
Okay, all
it's
these
also the
retarded
third time
people
you're already locked in.
on social media that are like, oh, it was the Mossad. Oh, it was Trump himself. He sent his hitters to go do the work, and it's just like, Occam's razor says like if it is usually the most obvious answer to that question, which is like for the past 6 years we have been calling the current president a fascist, and everybody who he surrounds himself with a fascist. And I'm not here to debate that. I don't think he's a great guy, but I also think that the vocabulary we have decided to use with politics has not helped anybody. I think that on the right and the left, we have been moving closer to, I don't want to say civil war because then that makes me sound like stupid, but it is,
You're just talk, dog. You good.
it moves us closer to a point we do not want to be in. And people cheering it on from both sides where they're like, oh, it's good he's dead. Oh, it's bad that he died, and anybody who like says anything good about that should be like fucking hung or whatever. Like, you really just need to step back and look at all of this shit and just kind of take a deep breath. Because
Touch
the
some
people
grass.
who, honestly, dude, I cut some grass Sunday. I feel so much better.
Absolutely.
I edged the lawn. Sorry, that does not sound right.
He had one blade of grass between his two
Dude,
fingertips.
I was just
and he was
rubbing
getting that
it.
morning dew out that motherfucker.
I
Flipping
bet
it
you
between
wanna.
his fingers
I bet
like
you
that
wanna.
The way he flips knives around, blades of grass. We know what you're about, Jack. We
Dude,
know
hey.
what you're about.
Pick 'em up, all right?
Fertilizer shot everywhere.
Yeah, dude. Anyways, where were we? Felt good. I felt much better after cutting grass, touching grass, quite literally. Because, like, I don't know, this social media shit is crazy, and the people who are the most vocal about it are not ready to pull that trigger, both metaphorically and physically. You know, and so, like, if you want to cheer it on, for free speech, go for it. But you need to realize that what you are doing is alienating 55 to 48% of America from you, your opinions, anything like that.
Do you feel like that's just the people who are, how do I put that? You have an understanding that works both ways.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
I'm not a. I dress like a racist, but I
don't. I don't think everybody. We would not have been cool for this long if I thought that.
Yeah.
I'm just very much of the. So for me personally, I think that like what we're dealing with is that just across the board, nothing is about solutions.
No.
Nothing's been about solutions for a while. No. Everything is inflammatory. Everything is as divisive as possible.
Yeah.
Everything is about having an argument. And I
Yeah.
think something that people really need to get privy to is you don't need an opinion on everything.
Yeah.
And you also are not as valiant as you think for shouting your opinions from the rooftops.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Now, I do believe that like there are things we should be talking about.
Of
There's
course,
fucked up
yeah.
shit going on, you know what I mean?
Of course,
But we
yeah.
also, I think we're getting to a point where like we can't, because I think appreciating differences is important. I
Yeah.
also think that paying attention to the forked tongue that people use when they speak about differences is important. I think
Yeah.
it's very important to acknowledge that, like, yes, there are times where people are trying to have a conversation. There's also times where they're trying to develop an echo chamber through debate. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? They're trying to, like, argue down this person to make what they're saying
Yeah.
bigger and badder or whatever. But I think that right now what we're dealing with is we have so many people that get triggered by a thing and feel like they're right? You have
Yeah.
both sides, all sides, whatever sides, they both feel like they're right, and that's further divide.
Oh,
and
yeah.
then once you're caught in the idea of being right, you don't realize you're in the second layer of the psyop.
Yeah.
Because the
Yeah.
second layer is to keep both sides thinking that they're perfectly right? If you
Yeah.
don't take that step back, if you don't just try to look at things objectively, if you don't just pay, there's very clear writing on the wall, and I just think that we all need to have more discussions about it without getting so offended. And
Yeah.
we all sides, everybody needs to start learning how to take offense to things, because
Yeah.
beyond the offense you take is where the knowledge is. Whether
Yeah.
that be reaching somebody that you might not have
pushing
been,
yourself.
Yeah, you know what I
That's
mean?
what really brings people together, is when, I don't know, like I'm just a white dude from, South Carolina, and, despite popular stereotypes, I have tried to go out of my comfort zones to learn things about people, to learn things about different cultures and that kind of stuff. And I found it to be generally very productive.
Yeah.
And it really does help with your ability to see the world in a certain way, and it does help with your ability to, formulate opinions and interact with things in the social space.
Exist outside of echo chambers.
Yes, and I have put myself in that uncomfortable position where, like, I don't know, I'm a straight white dude. I went to a pride parade. I just wanted to see what it was all about.
Yeah, as you should. That's
And-
exactly that. Exactly that.
And I will admit, it does feel weird to be surrounded by people in leather puppy masks. That was not my favorite part. The food was pretty good, but like the half naked men and the puppy mask was kind of off to the side. It does help me understand, this kind of subculture in the United States. Is it a subculture, or is it? I don't even know how to.
It gets weird because especially in a melting pot, like it's all culture. You know what I mean? Like so, it's all
Well,
part of
I
our
think-
zeitgeist.
Melting pot is kind of an outdated term at this point.
Oh, okay,
What
John.
we've
what would you call it?
I wouldn't call it that. I would say the way that we've seen people who've immigrated here and who live separate lifestyles is they have tended to kind of like, you know, every city you go to has a Chinatown.
Yeah.
And I've been to like Jamaica, Queens, and New York, and all that kind of stuff. They kind of sequester themselves off into smaller areas. You don't see, and that can be a good thing, a different thing, because there is a place where, you know, those traditions need to be carried on, and for like the authentic cultural experience to be carried on, you kind of need that isolation and that insulation from the wider culture at large. I just have problems with how, especially nowadays, the way immigration works is it is mainly work stuff. It's either work stuff or they're fleeing some sort of, you know, regime or something, which I think is good. I think we should take in those kinds of people. But, you know, sometimes the issue is they live off of subsidies and government funds and that kind of stuff, and they don't interact with the culture at large or anything like that, which is not in all cases, of course, because it is very much a case-by-case basis that you have to kind of look at these at, because it is an individual person and their interaction with a wider culture at large. Oh, look who it is. Has he come to join us?
I have not come to join yet.
You have not?
You say words. You get your phone.
My phone. Oh, God.
Hurry.
I'm hurrying.
I just wanted to weigh in on what he was saying with the whole Charlie Kirk thing. I didn't even know who he was really till after he died.
Not a lot of people
And
did.
like the amount of people that I know didn't know who he was and were like, "Fuck this guy, he's racist." You know, just the amount of anger specifically targeted at this man who's like, you know, like him, hate him, agree with him, disagree with him. This guy's dead. You know what I mean? Like his wife has to go and explain to their kids why their dad's not coming home.
Yeah.
And you're over here being like this to this guy.
Well, they know why. They were there.
Well, okay, but that's even worse, though. You know what I mean? Like,
No,
and then to see like all the hate come out for him. Like,
I think what a lot of people are dealing with is that like that level of sensitivity and empathy seems to be reserved for people on certain scales. You know what I mean? Because it's kind of like how the same people that are upset about that, not all of them, but there are people who are upset about that don't care about any other kind of death. They don't care about a death that they can't relate to.
Yeah.
That doesn't like look like them. That doesn't look like people they know.
like they didn't care about George Floyd.
Type shit, you know what I mean? So like, the thing that kills me, man, is that like if you step back far enough, even the biggest idiots, you can kind of see where they're coming from or where they think they're coming from.
Yes.
And something that's very important, I think, in our country everywhere is that you have to you have to do your best to understand where the people you don't want to understand are coming from, because at the bare minimum, right, if I don't have an understanding of the heart of ignorance, how am I to interact with it effectively in my day-to-day life? You know what I mean?
The thing I was seeing, and this was right before the whole Charlie Kirk assassination thing, was like when the girl got stabbed on the train.
Oh, God. Yeah.
I saw people saying, "Oh, well, we should replace every George Floyd mural with her," and I was like, "Well, okay, listen." I think
put
we
a
should.
couple murals
This
up,
is
you
the
know?
thing. This is what I was thinking about the other day at work. I was like, I may suffer, and Aleem may suffer, right?
You'd be suffering.
But like, you can't compare suffering. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think you should compare suffering. I think you just need to have respect for somebody else's journey. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Understand the person in front of you and how they got there, but not necessarily compare yourself to that journey, because you're two different people.
Yeah, that's
you're gonna
very true.
react differently.
That's
you know
very
what I mean? And like George Floyd doesn't have anything to do with this girl that got stabbed on. And to draw that comparison of like
whataboutism kills us all the time.
Oh yeah, exactly, and it's like,
What you got,
why
Jack?
can't there? Sorry.
I wouldn't say there's no connection. We've seen a lot of legal reform in the past couple years. I'd say 4 to 6 years, where we have seen, like with this case of the girl getting stabbed on the train, where violent offenders have been let out multiple times due to the forming of these like. So the whole reason the guy that stabbed her was out of prison was because he had 14 prior charges. And a non-for-profit, non-government organization paid his bail for him. And there are corporations or like little NGOs like that in every state in America that have focused specifically on getting people out of prison. And the idea that we just can't put anybody in prison anymore, or that there has to be somewhat of a reform to, like, you know, put people or like keep people out, you know, I think came from that kind of George Floyd era of riots where there was a lot of social change, a lot of it for good, a lot of it for bad. You know, you kind of have to go through there with a comb and pick everything out and see where it leads.
So you're saying without George Floyd, we don't get girl on the train?
Maybe not. I'm not speaking in strict terms here because only fools
Do you also
that.
think that the era of George Floyd specifically being a catalyst for all those social changes, do you not think that they were social changes that were overdue or that needed to be in
No,
place
they were
in the first
definitely,
place?
like I said, there's good and bad. But this whole idea of, like, nobody can ever go to prison, they need infinite chances. Like, this guy obviously, like, 14 arrests, a good chunk of them violent.
No, I guess
He
your point.
probably should not have been out. Like, he was a diagnosed schizophrenic. There are all these problems that he had just developed throughout time. Like, that guy should not be on the streets. Like, I think we can all be very clear in saying that dude should have been in a padded cell somewhere.
But now that
I think he should have been working at McDonald's.
but that
Honestly,
but,
yeah, maybe.
And I'm here. Welcome me.
Maybe
Welcome, Charlie,
maybe the
yes.
solution is corporate slavery.
but like here's the thing
Put
though.
all the mentally ill people at fast food establishments.
You're gonna open up your burger. There's gonna be like a
fucking razor blade in
no,
there.
not a pile of shit on your fucking cheeseburger. Okay, go ahead, Craig.
No, here's the thing though about what you're
just
saying
kidding.
is like it ties
not.
back to of an inherent problem with the justice system as it is right
Yeah.
now. Is that it's either we put all of them away and we forget about them, or we're focused on overpopulation and getting them out. And there's no in between. Like, there's no reform. There's no program to be like, okay, let's take this case by case basis and try to see who we can reform and who needs to be like in a clinical institution getting mental health. You know
That
what I mean?
guy should not have been like.
And who
there's no
belongs
reform.
locked away forever. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Because it is one of those things where it's like there's layers to it. You know what I mean? And I understand, like, if before all this happened with him on the train, if there was like a committee that looked at his situation and was like, well, okay, how much of this is actually him and how much of it is, you know, systematic racism?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because there is that element to it.
I get it, yeah, but when. Go ahead. You've not even
It's
been
cool,
here.
it's cool, it's cool.
You've not even been here. I'm gonna let you get your first words in, buddy.
I think the thing that bugs me so much about it all is that, like, you say that, right? And both of those things are true. And no one wants to ever admit that both of those things are true.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of people want it to be one or the other. A lot of people
yeah.
want to say it's only systematic racism or only systematic oppression.
If
or
you
it's
cannot
like
hold opposing truths, you will
Exactly.
permanently be in disservice to yourself.
exactly, and that's what
Got
people
fucking
like.
Sun Tzu over here. Good
That's true. Like, I mean, it's
Because I very much, like, I agree with the sentiments that it is a thing. Because I believe that reform is important. I believe that when you think about the prison industrial complex, that it's very intentional that people get sent to jail,
Yeah.
that we don't try to reform people. There's money
we
being
are
made off of these
raised
people.
to be sent to jail. There are elements of our country and how it is built right now that there are certain subclasses of, like, school districts in certain states where it's like, well, this is the bad district, this is the district that makes the least amount of money. Obviously,
kids go to prison.
Obviously, more of these kids are going to go to prison than not. So let's go ahead and stop teaching them the things they need to get out of that, because we need people in prison.
Well,
Yeah.
and then there's the overcorrection that comes into
Exactly.
play with what Jack's talking about, where like
Absolutely.
there's a committee that comes in or a group that comes in and is
And
like,
you're so
we
worried
have a
about-
problem we need to fix, but we don't know how to fix it because you don't understand the problem.
Yeah,
you
so
know?
you're just like, let's free people. That's going to fix it. And it's like, wait.
yeah. There
Prison
needs to be a
sucks.
filter.
Yes, but there has to be an understanding of why is this person being released,
Yes.
and had they put a closer lens to the 14 instances prior. You
Yeah.
know, I get like an instance here, an instance here.
Yeah.
Look into the judge. Look at that judge's
Yeah.
history. But it's like 14 fucking times.
And there's time and money, and like not only that, but there's a line that's growing out the door when you're just looking at the one guy. You know what I mean? Or girl, or
Yeah.
you know, they, them, whoever.
The way I like to look at it is like, imagine you didn't know about this. Imagine this stabbing case wasn't between a black man and a white woman. It was between two gray blob people who have no gender, no race, no sort of thing like
that Timmy
that.
Turner episode.
And then
Yes.
you look at
Fairly
That
Odd
was an
Parents.
incredible snipe. Sorry.
like
Fairly Odd Parents.
you
Fairly Odd Parents.
Here we go.
Fairly odd.
you look at
Crocker does.
Creighton, shut the fuck up.
you're within tickling distance. I want you to know that.
That was fucking.
I thought you were gonna say something else. Like I'm within Jacqueline.
Jacqueline
What were we saying earlier?
We're jacking it. We're gonna be jacking it tonight, y'all.
Yeah, I'm within Jackaholic.
Time for a good old group jack.
Yeah. No,
But that sentence you've been trying to finish.
Yeah,
Sorry, yeah.
I've forgotten it. Oh wait, no. Okay.
Gray blobs.
Gray blob people. Look at the prior history. His schizophrenia diagnosis, 14 arrests, some violent, some not. Like he attacked his own sister. Like that was one of the arrests I heard. If you saw this in a vacuum, you saw schizophrenic, violent tendencies, prior arrest record.
If you didn't have any race, any gender, if you just saw human being, it's like, yeah, this is a terrible, horrible situation.
Yeah, but that has been pushed along by this racial grievance politics to be a bigger issue than it has. And a lot of people are saying it. A lot of people are saying this. They're saying it everywhere, folks. Sorry, I couldn't help myself.
for Irulia Katsaklinny.
He did it way better than you. I've listened to yours so many times. He killed it. He
We
just
weep
said,
for
like,
her. We weep for her. Look at the ballroom. It's so great. I got gold everywhere.
Yes, of course I'm upset about Charlie, but have you seen the ballroom? We're getting the ballroom.
I got a brand new toy fire truck. It's very cool. It lights up. My mother paid a lot of money. Anyways, God,
Fantastic. That was
yeah.
wonderful.
I've worked on it. I've
You
like,
did. You,
You've gotten
you
good
killed
at
that.
it. Yeah.
Yeah. You're better than Charlie.
It's
He's pretty good at
mainly, it's
impression.
mainly 2016 Trump because that's where he was the funniest.
Yeah.
But
His speed
like,
run, he was still
Yeah,
talking
Yeah,
fast.
he wasn't like having a stroke at a 9/11 memorial. Like, oh my god, yeah, dude, like shit. No, we're in a bad way. I hope you guys are all gun owners.
Racial grievance politics.
Yes. Sorry.
Racial grievance politics, where, in some ways, it feels like, due to this very real history of racial oppression, especially in the South. And of course,
Systemic racism.
Yes, this systemic racism. It feels like people are overcorrecting and maybe letting people out that shouldn't have been out. And I just think what's going on?
No, there was like a fly.
Oh, I
Sorry.
thought you were like
No.
scratching the disc.
Well, the same thing happened during Reconstruction, right after the Civil War.
Yeah.
There was this. The North had been so aggressive. Well, really, both sides have been so aggressive during the war that there was this kind of like push to be like, all right, let's let the South go and do their thing. You know what I mean? Because these are our brothers, and we're trying to, you know, push a union. And then that's when, you leave the door open for stuff like Jim Crow. You know what I mean? And
where,
it's one of those
where
things.
slavery didn't really end when the amendment was passed.
Exactly.
It ended when the breakdown of like these different racial stratas of society kind of ended.
Exactly.
Where you can look anywhere, you can see black people living in nice neighborhoods and white people living in nice neighborhoods, and white people living in bad neighborhoods and black people living in bad neighborhoods. There was very much a line drawn where like black people couldn't even like redlining. They couldn't even like get loans from the bank to afford a house that wasn't in the same neighborhood that they grew up in, or they're paying rent to somebody. Like homeownership is a big battle in this country, even to this day, especially to this day.
Even more so now.
Even more so now. That it was just it was like to hamper a percentage of your population like that is tantamount to, if not slavery, then some other form.
Serfs.
Like how they have the social caste system in India.
Oh yeah, no, very much. It does feel like America is unofficially a caste system.
Yes.
Absolutely.
There's
Absolutely. And I think something that's really hard for a lot of people, again, the opposing truths thing, right? Because it's an uncomfortable conversation to talk about how race has been treated in this country, and to talk about the reality that, like, your genes hold trauma, right? There's like you
Yeah.
have genetic
Genetic
trauma.
memory.
Then you also have the reality of like, all right, let's say 1900s, 1912. A lot of the cops were probably racist, right? Like we
Yeah.
can assume that.
Oh, yeah.
And then a lot of people kind of take after their dad, right? Not necessarily just in the racism, but like you have plenty of people where like they were in the military, their kids in the military, grandkids in the military, right? Police officer, kid might be a police officer. At what point do we know that these ideals have been eradicated?
Yeah.
Because that's the hard thing, right? And I often talk about how in America the default is white people. America's
Yeah.
built around white people. That's the default.
Well, yeah, it's because we're a largeable size of the population.
No, absolutely that. You're also the origin of the
Yeah.
population relative to the system that we exist in.
Yeah.
But
Europeans.
yes, but I can imagine
European dude.
in the bathroom. I can imagine what it's like to hold that dichotomy of like, okay, I am from a group that's historically done X, Y, Z. I'm aware of how this group has affected those around me, while being able to acknowledge where these issues actually lie and to point out where they don't lie. And that could be a hard thing because even me, being a black guy, I can have the same talk that you're having. I can point out like, hey, maybe Dr. Keenan wasn't being racist. Maybe he just didn't want you to like blast your music in the hallway.
Yeah.
And I can make that joke. You guys be very, thin line, right?
I just
We were discussing what we could say earlier. Jack's
Yeah,
like,
dude,
I want
I-
to be able to say some.
But even in
Chris
my,
handed me a list at the top. It just has the N word, and then like, and he put them in order. He said, "This is the order in which I hold these slurs."
and how I use them.
Yeah.
That's
And
what
just know
that's what
you-
Charlie said. He said those exact words.
so you know,
I'm sorry, I was doing research
Oh, you're good.
about
We-
the police
we
academy.
were-
we're just talking about.
we were talking about how
How racist I
how
am.
Shirts Off has become the leading alt-right podcast.
Yes.
On-
According to people's definition of all right nowadays, probably.
Yeah. And it's Charlie, and the audio listeners can't see me, but I'm holding my hands up one above the other, and the lower one is Charlie, then the next one is Nicholas J. Fuentes.
Oh yes. He's even more right wing nowadays.
Yeah, even more. I mean, he was ringing that bell for a while.
Dude, I love when you cook, that vein pops out of your neck.
Yeah, you
know?
really do. It's crazy.
Yeah.
I
You
didn't
can tell
wanna
you're
say
really
it.
feeling what you're saying.
No, because I again,
The power.
I think they're very important conversations to have, and there are
Let's do
times
it.
where I'm talking to people that aren't from the background that I'm from, that are holding opinions that I also share in, or I can at least see the sentiments of,
Yeah.
and meet them, like actually have that debate and that exchange of information, and I can see in my own communities at times that I've been ostracized for even that, because it's
Yeah.
like, what are you talking about? Like, no, like bad. And I'm like, no, don't get me wrong. Like, white people have done an enormous amount of fucked up shit.
Yes.
But really, elite shadow organization of niggas that also behave out loud and in secret. Or, I mean, even the idea of like,
Shadow Wizard Money Game.
yeah, you guys are very familiar with the idea that like white is a construct.
Yeah.
To
Yeah.
begin with, like it was like,
Oh, yeah, no, we're
there
all
was-
mutts.
Yeah,
We're
there,
all
there was
mutts.
there were so many fucking poor people. You know what I mean? And the motherfuckers at the top were like, damn, there's a lot of like poor pasty motherfuckers and poor brown motherfuckers. How can we convince these pasty motherfuckers that they're on our side and not with the brown motherfuckers?
Well,
so we
not
can
even
keep-
that. It's more of like
Oh, you don't think that happened?
No, I think it happened, but I think it's a little bit different. Where it's they have utilized the I hate to say this, white underclass, whoever wasn't like pure British who came over from Britain, like especially the Irish. They have utilized that in a sort of class combat or class warfare kind of way, where it's like, oh, you should be mad at the black guy around the corner, not
Yeah.
me.
I
Not
didn't
me.
just say
I
that.
own
Yeah, I was
everything in
gonna say,
town.
I didn't just say that.
I think
no.
I was 2 sentences away from saying that.
Okay, I'm
He
sorry.
was climbing the ladder and
That
you like
was-
pushed him off and got on the ladder.
Yeah, I actually have something to say.
You straight up just described, you just acted in what you were both
These
describing.
fucking white
Listen.
people,
You
man,
got the
can't
black
even get
guy,
our
you
words
pushed him
out.
over.
What I thought of was like that scene from The Dark Knight where the Joker breaks the stick and it's like, we only got room for one of you. But it's like, different
Oh,
races
man.
and like the Joker
God
is
damn.
like the upper like echelon.
Who can
people.
describe what just happened best? How about we both describe the same thing and I will enact it in what is physically real, which the
Dude.
cameras who are not here cannot see that I'm motioning Jack as the light.
Yes.
This really is an analogy for like things I faced growing up in this
These
country.
fucking
you know?
white-
Somebody made you fight people with a pool stick? For a position?
Oh man,
And a job?
I did just kind of break you over my knee there. I'm sorry.
Break me a wall, bitch. That's not. Hell no.
Well, you been in
No. What happened was you heard what I was saying. You're like, man, that
still-
doesn't quite make sense. I'm gonna tell him what actually happened.
I'm stealing black people's ideas, man. This is
Elvis
just
Presley of politics.
dude.
No,
Dude,
no, but
I do like how
I
you
agree.
said
It
everything.
is a very unfortunate thing because now you have an entire group of people, or not entire group, but this greater group of like white folks. Where for one, that sucks because like from a cultural standpoint, it's erasure. You know what I mean? It's like it's an unnecessary assimilation.
Irish, rise up, dude.
Basically.
You Italians, get back to it.
Make my fucking spaghetti and
I'll stand with the
meatballs.
bloody IRA. Nah, but it's shitty, dog. And that's my whole thing. It's like, even something as simple as that, like, we can all have slightly different ideas on how it flows. We can all, but I think that at the bare minimum, we should all be having a conversation about, yo, it's really fucked up that they keep doing this.
Oh, yeah.
And the fact that that's not the we can talk about, oh, I think it was fucked up like this. No, I think it was fucked up like this. No, I don't quite think it was that. It was this. But the fact that we're having to talk at all.
Yeah.
Well, now it extends to from just not just white and black, but red and blue. You know what I mean?
Wow, Creighton, you're so
Thank
you're
you.
so
Sorry.
intelligent, man.
Thank you.
We need a soundboard with explosions.
I
sound
pushed
on
them
it.
off the ladder just
Dude.
to pick up the ladder and throw it down.
Not only did you push it off the ladder, you picked up the ladder and beat us to death with it.
Fucking WWF style.
And then you took pictures of it and you posted it everywhere, and you're like, "These are the winners."
Oh
No, I
my
think
God.
the main issue forever that won't go away.
Is Whitey.
Well, sure, is ignorance. There will always be a class
Honkies.
that refuses to literally do the reading.
White
Yeah.
people.
There, white everybody, all the
No,
class,
white-
all
solely
the,
white people.
the poor people. I'm saying, no.
I'm fucking with you. I
Okay,
know.
okay. I'm saying like
Charlie
the
was so
problem
serious,
is,
like, no,
yeah.
not just the
Well, I'll even saying specifically, like it keeps happening, and I think that the saddest part of all of it is it's going to keep happening because poor, rich, white, black. There's
We
always
just
going to
gotta
be.
love each other, man.
Well,
We
no,
just
there's
gotta
always
love
going
each
to be
other.
there's always going to be losers. There's always going to be people that are hateful and people that want to blame stuff.
Losers.
And so we might get to a point. We might get to a point where like 90% of the population's on the same page, and everybody, say that there's this like fucking we're this close to true racial harmony or whatever it could ever be that you could classify it as such. There will always be that 1%. The fucking who's the guy who's the head of the Ku Klux Klan that Topher Grace played in the movie? The only Ku Klux
I
Klan
thought you were
guy
going to say
whose name I
Topher
know.
Grace was in the Ku Klux Klan.
He was in the
I was
movie.
like,
In the movie,
No, I
he
know,
played
I
the
know,
head
but
of
I thought you were
in
just
did you see Black Klansman with fuck. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I know what you're talking about, but I think
He's the only Ku Klux
I-
guy I've ever known the name of.
I think,
Is that
I
Adam
think
Driver
if,
in that?
I think if
Yeah.
you answer that question correctly, it's even more worrying that you know who the head of the Ku Klux Klan
Well, he's the only
was
guy I've ever
in the
known because of
19
that movie.
Only guy you've ever known.
Yeah. Anyway,
He's like
what I'm
he was
saying
like a
is-
father to me.
Yeah, exactly. All I'm
He
saying
taught
is,
me everything I knew.
there's always going to be that guy. Whether it's literally leader of Ku Klux Klan or just like asshole you went to school with / shitty cousin in your family
It goes
/
from
guy,
guy in a suit to guy in Cookie Monster pajamas at
Ye-
Walmart.
Well,
Yes,
and like there's
whoever
the
it
other
is.
side of it too.
There's
where
always
it's
that
like,
10%. There's always that 1%. There's always going to be the person or the group that like brings us back down. Like right now,
Yeah.
we're in a shittier place than we have been in a long time. Like I feel like we were on our way out, and now we're back on our way down the fucking stairs. You know what I mean?
Well, there's also the other side of that too, where you do have like that guy, but then like he might be the bad guy to whatever it is that we've got going on in society, but to somebody else, he's like their hero. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Charlie Kirk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Like,
you have all
it-
these people. I mean, all these political figures who, like, you get all of them and have Joe Rogan talk to them, and he makes them seem like, whether it's far left, far right.
I've gotten to where I don't like Joe anymore. Not
Yeah?
really. Yeah.
Well, at the end of the day, what I'm saying, whether it's him,
Sorry, I
whether
know.
it's him or you, who pick a person.
But I'm just saying he's a good example of that
Let me
cycle.
say it. Whether it's you or Joe or whoever the fuck, if you get them in a room and have them talk one-on-one, most of the time, regardless of what crazy tweets someone sent, regardless of whatever they say on the news, most human beings, one-on-one at the end of the day, are pretty cool to each other.
Yeah.
It's what they stand for, air quotes. It's what they write down. It's what they preach to the people. It's whatever. That's what like makes us think that's the only thing they think at any moment, and that there can be no nuance in the phrasing of what they say. And once they say the word, people glue that to their history for all of time, and they
Once-
don't decide whether or not they can change their mind.
Once the individual is then consumed by a larger group, that individualism that we seek out in like common conversation every day, where it's like just Jim from accounting, like once Jim becomes a neo-Nazi, like you stop being able to have conversations with him, like
But like you're like, damn, he borrowed my Call of Duty 360 game the other day.
Or not even that. It's, the worst thing is he becomes that, but before that, you never were shown that side, and now it's like, fuck, I was boys with Jim the neo-Nazi. You know what I mean? That's the scariest part, is when shit like that happens, and if you don't know those things, that's my point is that you could be literally in the Klan and I not know it, and we could be boys until I figure that out, and it's like, well, fuck, that's all it takes, which is justifiable.
I also think that's something, again, not to talk on white people, but like I feel like it happens with white folks because, like, again, like
they think someone's cool because they've only seen the cool side, because they don't realize that guy's racist or homophobic,
you know what I mean? And because
misogynistic.
That guy's not necessarily going to display that to you right away, because like you guys have common ground automatically.
He's like, oh, a fellow white, I can be totally cordial to this man.
Mm-hmm. I deal with it with men. Men will like
talk
say
shit about women.
Crazy as
They'll
shit.
say the kind of shit where I'm like, you must not know I was raised by my mother. Yeah, like, I will crack your fucking jaw talking about women like that.
Dude, whenever I worked construction for like a year and a half.
Or vote.
Or like be able to like control anything in the household. Or, like, anyway,
I love my mother.
Your mom. I've never met your mom, and I feel like she's my mom.
I love all the women in my life. They're incredible. Each one's better than the last.
I love some of them. Sometimes my sisters piss me off.
I'm not going to list
Construction.
Oh, so
construction,
when I work
yes.
construction, yeah, go for it. Hey, bring it in, brother. Yeah.
I hope the phone picked that up like as soon as you grabbed it.
That's my boy. That's Jack Kwan, motherfucker.
How many friends of Epstein do you think?
What the fuck?
How many of them do you think said the N-word?
When it came out,
trying to
he
fuck
was
this kid, my
like,
nigga?
when it came out that he was a pedophile, we're like, oh fuck, like they weren't even in on it. They
I
just
didn't know.
were like,
I didn't know. I wasn't there for it. A lot of people are saying I was there, but I was not there.
Before his allegations came out, we were all like hanging out with him and we're boys.
No, and not even that.
Say that.
I also no. A better example is that I have somebody that I was once friends with who, like, I found out groomed a girl, and it was like, damn, like, that's
Recently?
That, yeah. That's my dog. That was my dog. Like, I'm still gonna like. Don't want anything bad to befall him, but I'm like, damn, we have.
I just can't be near you.
Yeah, we have completely separate moral fibers. Like an 18-year-old girl, and we're pushing 30, dog. Like let's do some fucking math and some deep searching and some diving. You know what I mean? So it's that same kind of ball game where it's like, damn, we had all this reason to be cool, like we're down, but there was a piece of you that I didn't get to see, and I didn't even get to find out from you. You didn't come to me and be like, oh yeah, I'm dating this teenager fresh out of high school who has like problems at home. You know not to bring that to me.
That's
You know not to bring that to me.
They know not to
slap
bring
the
it
fuck
to
out
you
of him.
because, like, to anyone,
Yeah.
that would be something that like is a major red flag. Not just the age stuff, but like the fact that like she still lives at home with her parents and is like dating someone who is like wildly outside of her atmosphere.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, what's that power dynamic?
Yeah.
Because that's what it starts to boil down to. Because like, it's for me, it's like, damn, the only thing this could be about is power and pussy. Like, this can't be about.
He just can't get no pussy his own age.
Oh, real? You know what I mean? It's strange. I don't want to double down.
I'm being for real. Like,
No, it's just funny, like with the context.
Like David Letterman.
Like there was a video
David Letterman.
I saw.
David Letterman can't get pussy his own age.
David Letterman used his power as David Letterman to have sex with a bunch of women that worked for him.
That's
why
everybody
he got.
in Hollywood.
That's why he got kicked off of the network.
Oh, really?
Or not kicked off. That's why he ended up quitting.
That's why he retired.
That's why he
He
retired.
quit.
Was retired. Yeah.
Oh,
But, like-
I didn't know that. That's wild.
He
That makes
announced
sense.
it on the show.
That he was touching women.
Not touching them, like sleeping with, like they.
Well,
I mean, it was consensual, but it was like very much.
It was like, hey,
Obviously
sleep with
an
me
abuse
and you
of
might get a
power.
promotion.
Yeah.
And like then
I
he
did
comes
the-
out on the show and says that, and everyone, it's David Letterman. He's charming. He's saying it. It almost sounds like a. It's so scary. Mike
Yeah.
showed it to me, and was like, "No, dude, this is real." And like, and then you read into it, and you're like, "Oh, whoa, that's literally him coming out." And
He's
like,
a monster.
He's, yeah, definitely,
Yeah.
probably. The charisma and the manipulation in which he is able to literally go out on his own show and do a monologue,
admitting
admitting what he's doing. It sounds like and is framed as if he's joking,
But he's not.
and he never says it's a joke, and he's very stern the whole time, and everyone's laughing, and then it just goes on like a normal episode.
If that's not like
crazy. That's terrifying to imagine.
If that's not something that like reflects the times that we are in, I don't know what would.
Well, no, like, and it's
And that was 10
weird.
years ago.
It's and I've seen clips of him in interviews, kind of being creepy with women that come on the show. Like, have you ever seen that one where he just like reaches over and like touches a woman's necklace, and it's like, it's like
Ooh,
Keira
bro.
Knightley, like hot off of Pirates of the Caribbean, the first
God.
one, and she's like
When
not
she's
even
like 17.
She's like 16 in the first one. For real, like legitimately, she's 16, I think, in that movie, and like she's doing interviews, doing press at like 17, because movie time. But he's like
right in
over.
between chemistry and math.
yeah. And he's
Christ.
like reaching over, like, oh, let me look at that necklace, and like it's very like yeah, it's uncomfortable. There's a whole clip show
we just
online of
passed
them
this
making
shit
people uncomfortable, but Letterman ones with that context. Now it's like even more like
Yeah.
It's
Nah,
the
gross.
switch of vapes.
It's like, what's his name that used to kiss the contestants on Wheel of Fortune,
What?
You remember that? He would they would come up. It was in the 70s, so like,
Oh, that was just normal back then.
I mean, I guess.
Men just kiss women on the street.
And like,
Yeah, dude.
not even like on the cheek, like on the mouth. Like he'd be like,
Oh, that's wild.
That's what this is crazy timing. I watched
You watch somebody tongue kiss somebody else.
I watched
Oh, like
Schindler's
it's-
List for the first time last night. Never seen it before. And
What does this
in
have
that
to do with
movie,
tongue kissing?
I don't know. Maybe he can't.
it happens a lot. Ray Fiennes and Schindler, Taken. Liam Neeson and Ray Fiennes both like have a ton of scenes where they're just like the life of the party and just making out with like many women in a row.
That's crazy.
And it's very like all the screen is them like just
Going from woman to
tongue
woman.
punching these women.
Liam
and to be
Neeson.
fair, all of the women are like very much kissing them back. I mean, they're
Like, they're
like,
into
partying,
it.
they're drinking, they're all like sloshed.
Yeah.
But it is almost that like idea of it was of an era.
Yeah.
Like, there was an era where that's what a party was. A party was just fucking dudes and women just hanging out and making out.
Yeah.
Like back and forth. Like whoever like the stud, because both of them are like, I mean, Liam Neeson's fucking 6'8", bro. It's crazy. In this movie, Oscar Schindler, who's
Oh my God.
there's
There's
a
a
cat.
There's a cat at the door.
He wants
to come
play
Oh, and he
video.
runs away.
There's a graham cracker cat.
Yeah.
He wants to come in and play video games. That's what
Dude,
it is.
He's like, y'all open?
Why'd you give him a crackhead voice?
Yeah, that was kind of
It's
racist.
default for a lot of things, man.
Yeah.
It's a
Oh
cat.
wow.
Crackheads are my friends.
Is that also where he's saying the N word off camera?
Wow. This is not. Why do we keep doing this?
He has gone on multiple minutes long monologues.
With the
in-
N word.
Me?
Utilizing
Are
the
you
N-word.
doing this? Are you talking about me right now? Are you
You-
jumping in on this?
Utilizing the N-word.
I can't believe you're a part of this.
Using what people sometimes say out of color voices.
Out of colors. Wow.
Robert Downey Jr. is his favorite actor.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with the MCU.
See, I stick to white people, voices
And orange people voice.
and orange people.
I asked Chris earlier, I was like, was that an Eddie Murphy impersonation? He was like, nah, just black guy. I was like, no.
That did happen. Not even gonna,
And then
look, I'll be honest. When it happens, I did that. That happened.
he went into a monologue. He was like, no, because like some people like complain about appropriating culture, but like
No, hold on. No,
and
you're
then I'm
leaving
not done.
stuff
I'm not
out.
done.
Okay.
I'm not. Right? And he was like, some
Okay,
people
okay.
complain about appropriating culture, but like like Mexican people love when you wear sombreros. And I was like,
No,
no,
hold on. That's
no,
not
I'm
what I
not done.
said.
I'm not done.
First of all, I
I'm
said
not-
Japanese people with kimonos because that is true.
So is the sombrero thing.
Okay.
And I would know
But
what
I
you're
didn't
saying.
say it. That's
Is
what
the
I'm saying
sombrero
about
thing
don't
true?
say what I didn't say.
So then after that, I was like, yeah, but I'm not gonna walk up to an Asian person and be like, oh, can I get some rice? Like, that's two completely different things.
Yeah.
Like,
And I agree with
this isn't
Should
you
I
wearing
agree with you? Don't say it. You're framing it badly. You're framing it like I said all of this.
Well, the
and
question-
you're adding stuff, and he's laughing. He's laughing because he's like, "Oh, he got me being all silly."
The question is, we have a white man and a black man in recording studio right now.
It's true.
We need to find an Asian to ask if it's okay to ask for rice in an Asian accent.
Hold on, let me call Lee.
Dude, you missed our whole whole Stein conversation. Like,
We were getting deep on the Mossad.
Whoa, bro. No, okay. Look, I'm not trying to.
No, dude, literally, and then I was like, man, like, you know, when you think about those names with Stein in them, and then I was like, oh, fuck, wait a
They
minute.
show up a lot. It's very common in certain places.
Like Hollywood and the banks.
No, it is one of those things, though, where, like, you like, look at, like, record labels, and then you look at, like, who runs the record labels, and you look at, like, what kind of hip-hop music makes it through.
And it's all of a sudden, it's like, damn, Kanye kind of knows what he's talking about.
Nah, I know what he's talking about, but it's like...
It's like Kanye's 100% right in all of his takes.
But it's very much. I think it's one of those things where it's like if I was to, like, look at white people and then look at a subsection of white people who happen to be
Again,
involved
it's
in.
crazy how resonant Schindler's List is.
Yeah.
'Cause that's like the idea of, like, in this conversation specifically. That's like the whole beginning of that movie. Is like in Poland and in Germany, the Jews ran everything. Like, no, I'm not, like, not even joking around. Like,
And
as the movie is starting, the idea. Have you ever seen Schindler's List?
Yeah.
We talked about it earlier.
Sixth
right?
grade.
Okay, so it's been a minute though.
Oh, long one.
And you've never seen it, right?
Never.
Have you ever seen it?
I watch it every day.
he's watching.
Have you ever
why?
seen it though, for real?
Yes, I've
Yeah,
seen
okay.
it.
He's trying to figure out
So-
what his enemies move
Right.
like. He's like,
So-
oh, okay, so they make lists. I need to be on the lookout for this
I need-
autistic habit
I
of
need
saving
paper and pen.
So the movie starts, and it's there's lots of, like, text chunks explaining, like, what part of the timeline of World War II we're in.
Mm-hmm.
And so at the beginning,
And the emperor came back.
right? Yeah. At the beginning,
The Fire Nation attack, dude. Like, Jesus
Oscar
Christ.
Schindler, the movie. What I knew about the movie was Oscar Schindler saved a bunch of Jews. That's really all I've ever known about the movie. Like, I never knew much. Like, I knew it was supposedly one of these, like, incredible films of our time, right? And so I was like, you know, fuck it. I had time last night, and I was like, let me watch a movie. And I was playing, like, an online poker tournament. I just wanted something on in the background while I played that. Ended up fucking, like, purposely getting out of the poker tournament so I could pay attention to this fucking masterpiece. Oscar Schindler uses what's happening to the Jews as a business opportunity, because at the time the movie is beginning, the first, like, first or second wave of the Germans. What's so funny?
Not you.
Okay. The first or second wave of their policies has been enacted, and, like, this is right after Jewish people are no longer allowed to own or operate businesses themselves. They have to have a German doing it, or a Czechoslovakian, Poland, whoever. They have to have somebody that they're working for. So his idea in the beginning, I was going into this thinking Oscar Schindler's just this, like, fucking legend who only wants to, from the get-go, save Jews. Nah, he kind of, like, figures out what's happening.
He just so happened to figure
He just
out.
so happens he's a good guy who is surrounded by these evil people. But he's also, like, very much like, I want to make some money. And so he's like, well, this is happening. And Jewish people want to make money just like I want to make money. And if this can't happen, I'll be the head of this business. I'll own it on paper. And this guy, Ben Kingsley, will just run the game for me. He'll run the business. He'll do it. I've seen him run other businesses. He's very viable, blah, blah, blah. So he just has this guy come in and run his business for him, make him a lot of money, and just tells him up front, like, look, bro, Jews got it bad right now. I got you. You know, I'll run this for you, like, on paper, and you run it. Make me a bunch of money. I'll make you a bunch of money. We'll make money together. Well, as shit obviously keeps getting worse and worse, he keeps using the money the company's making to keep the people that he has hired, all Jews, on his payroll out of the bad camps and into his own, like, he basically runs his own, like, air quotes, concentration camp for only his workers, where everybody's okay and no one gets killed.
Yeah.
While they're
Well, I won't say
also
nobody.
Yeah, like, not nobody, because he only,
But much less than, like, the...
when they're working for him, they're safe. But when they go home, air quotes, they have to go to the camps, which Ray Fiennes, the guy who plays Voldemort, he is, like, one of the most evil.
Voldemort was in the Holocaust?
Yeah, bro.
Makes a lot of sense.
He's one of the
that what happened
Führers.
to
He's
his
one of the
nose?
leader Nazi class people who's, like, running a camp. You ever see the Family Guy clip where Peter's not wearing a shirt, he has a rifle, and he, like, is smoking a cigarette, and he's shooting people in the neighborhood, and then he, like, leans over and grabs the cigarette off of the windowsill? I didn't know until last night. It's literally a joke about Schindler's List, because Ray Fiennes' character, he lives in a villa overseeing his camp, and he has a sniper rifle. And he just sits there and waits to find Jews who are sitting and not working. And when they're just sitting and not working, he just kills them. He just starts shooting people who aren't moving. It's crazy, bro.
That's
That
insane.
movie's nuts, bro. I've seen a lot of the, like you see it in Band of Brothers. You're like, damn, this is crazy. It's so bad. I wonder how accurate this is the most visceral, brutal, evil version of a concentration camp I've seen put to screen. But all that is to say that you see that that's like how they're framing it. They're showing like the reason people got to this point was a lot of Jewish people, through whatever version, whether it's their religion, whether it's their intellect generationally, they rise pretty good. They're good with numbers. They're good at math. All the funny stereotypes. Ha ha ha. Jews make a lot of money. Blah blah blah. That's how they're framing it in the movie, and also they're showing you this is right after it's obvious what's going on if you're trying to look at it from the outside. You know what I mean? But to them, Spielberg's he's such a genius at like showing each time they get brought or rung down, like he shows you the perspective of the people. You know, the mom and her daughter would just go like, "Oh, it's finally over. This is as bad as it can get. Oh, it's finally over. This is as bad as it can get." All the way down to the bitches getting their heads shaved, and there's 300 naked women being shoved into a fucking gas chamber. You know what I mean? And like they're like, it's almost over. Fine. You know, they just keep following the fucking herd. It's like the sheep will follow if you don't explain to them what's happening.
And I do believe that brings up an important point about why it's so important to have these conversations, because at the end of the day, one of the hardest pills to swallow is not everybody thinks for themselves.
Yeah.
Not everybody's capable of it. Not everybody wants to do it.
No
And
one can admit that they're being the sheep.
yes, so with that being said, you almost have to, in this very, like, you have to be a hero in your own head. Like, don't say this out loud. Don't think you're fucking God walking. But you have to say these things out loud in hopes that somebody who would have never had a thought either way may just think a bit more positive, a bit more open-minded, with a bit more
like
perspective
What-
about
unplug them from the Matrix.
type shit.
You know what I mean? Like,
what I mean?
people talk about when they come online, like when you're like 2 and you like remember your first memory being like fucking stealing fries off the counter or some shit. That's me. My first memory. The first memory I can imagine, the furthest I can think back is me sneaking through the hallway because I just took McDonald's fries off the counter that I wasn't supposed to because I was supposed to be in bed.
Yeah.
That's the first thing I remember. And I think it was because it took some level of like secrecy / cunning. Like I had to think about it. You know what I mean? I think that's what it was. But I think the same way people can get activated politically is if they've never thought about it, if they've never realized what's happening to them and what bracket they fall in until they realize like, oh shit, I'm being oppressed hard, like way hard. And it took, watching Schindler's List, or it took watching fucking an episode of Parks and Rec where Ron goes on a particularly good monologue. You know what I mean? Like it takes some shit like that happening for some people to realize that like, oh, whoa, the shows and the movies mean something? They're not just for shits and giggles?
God, you're so media brained. I love it.
Yeah, I mean, dude, I'm a movie.
I know, I get it. I
dork.
get it.
Yeah,
I
I'm a
get it. I
cinema
get it.
dork.
But like, I don't know. It's funny explaining the intricacies of the Holocaust with a Family Guy joke.
Yeah. Well,
I mean-
that's Seth MacFarlane. The guys that he takes those little nuggets from these giant 3-hour documentary style movies, and then puts them in a 2-minute clip to make fun of it. But if you connect the dots, you're like, whoa, it's just in a different light. Here is this horrible situation, micro squeezed like a fucking nitro cold brew into a 2-minute funny, silly animated
bit,
comedy
So
bit.
what you're saying is, we need Schindler's List Funko Pops.
Yes,
And
that's
that
what I'm
will-
saying. We need a little
that
red
will
girl who
open
gets
the
burned in
eyes.
the pile. We need her as a Funko Pop.
Her being the only thing shot with color in that movie is so foul. It's
so-
beautiful,
it's
but it's
horrible.
so
It's
foul.
striking. It's striking.
Yeah,
Especially because they make you wait an hour and a half before you realize her fate.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Nice.
devastating.
So
I haven't
Spoiler alert.
watched it,
Well,
but it looks like it's a rough watch.
Oh, yeah.
for a black and white movie, like there's been a lot of times where like filming a movie in black and white did a lot of like good for the story, and there's other times it doesn't
Sin
really
City.
work. Sin City,
so good.
so good. And there's a lot of times it works, and a lot of times it doesn't. I've never seen it work.
Guy?
Yes.
Yeah.
The
The one with the
stinky
yellow
ass
guy?
yellow
Yeah,
guy.
stinky
Yeah.
yellow
Jessica
guy?
Alba is her
That dude
sexiest
is
she's
Yeah.
ever
nasty
been.
motherfucker.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Ew.
Isn't he also? No, he's not. I was like, isn't that also Ben King?
That's some like
Kind of looks like him.
I know what you're talking about, but like the actor who actually plays him, like is really handsome, and then they put like a bunch of prosthetic shit on for
It's
them.
like Gary Oldman in the fucking
You think Gary Oldman's handsome?
yeah.
You don't think
Gordon
he is?
from
We
The
all
Dark
gotta
Knight?
have hope, brother. We all gotta have hope.
Or
Crazy, bro. You don't think- That's- you fucked
what's
up.
his-
It's just different on this side. Of
All right,
things.
top
not Severus
5 male
Snape. What's
actors
his
y'all
name?
would fuck.
Alan Rickman,
No, not Alan Rickman. What's his name?
the one that he mentioned earlier, that's in
Prisoner
Whoa,
of Azkaban.
whoa. Let's keep that on down. buddy.
Oh, wait, sorry.
After this recent conversation,
Prisoner of Azkaban.
let's lower the temperature.
Gary Oldman.
Gary Oldman, but what's his name in Harry Potter?
Oh, serious.
Oh,
Sirius
Sirius Black.
Yep, Sirius Black. He's hotter as Sirius Black than he is Commissioner
Commissioner
Gordon.
Gordon.
Yeah, I don't know why he went to Commissioner Gordon. Everybody's
Sirius
thinking,
Black.
God, Commissioner Gordon, he gets my rocks rolling.
That
you
would
know
be
what
a
I mean?
great,
Sirius
He's
Black.
handsome in both. He's a handsome
Listen,
guy.
I get what you're saying, but you don't jump
Look, speaking
you don't
as a
jump to
white.
Commissioner Gordon.
Speaking as a white,
That would be
that's
like
a handsome
me.
white right there.
That would be like me going like, you know who's hot? Edward Cullen. And like then using whoever the fuck he is in Harry Potter, like before while he's underage, like it's really weird and off-putting. You know
what?
I mean?
Sirius Black would also be a great name for a civil
adult
rights
role of those.
leader.
You damn straight.
Sirius
Yeah.
Black. That would get some fucking. That would get some news in there. You know?
I'm thinking about all the
JK.
slogans. That could be
I'm thinking about J.K. Rowling in general.
oh yeah, no.
Yeah.
She's a
I was
wild
never a Harry
individual.
Potter guy.
I wasn't really either.
It's fire. It's like I really like the movies. I've never read the books, but I'm
are
also
fantastic.
like any kind of mildly gothic emo type
I was
dark
like,
fantasy thing
yeah.
I can rock with.
So you
Hunt
like
for the Red
Batman 89?
October,
Is that who?
You like Batman '89?
Is that the one with the nipples?
That's Keaton.
That's
What
Michael
a-
Keaton.
what
yeah.
Oh yeah, that's good. That's good.
Yeah.
But I told you I
Absolute
don't
Batman-
like that he has a
Batman,
receding
Black Man.
hairline.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, we talked about
Yeah, I
that
was
last
watching
pod. Yep. Mhm. I forgot. Sorry, go ahead.
Voices.
Sorry, we're having two different conversations.
Oh, you good, you good. I don't like that Michael Keaton plays Batman because his hairline's too far back, and I just feel like Bruce Wayne always has a really healthy hairline.
Yeah, I cannot have a Batman that I could like that I would bonk on the forehead.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I will say he has one of the best moments in a Batman movie for me where his Bruce Wayne talks to the Joker.
Yeah.
As Bruce Wayne, he
yeah.
speaks to the Joker, and that's like a really cool thing we don't get to see. We didn't
A
get
lot,
to see as the
yeah.
Heath Ledger and Christopher Nolan Batman. And really,
Did they
Jared
ever?
Leto.
Did they ever share
Well-
a screen like just Bruce Wayne and Joker?
no, that's what I'm saying. They-
Okay.
Like, you mean in The Dark Knight?
Yeah, yeah.
No,
I
that's
was
what I'm
like
saying.
flashing.
Well,
through my
in
head.
those movies, period, Bruce Wayne almost never is ever talking to the bad guys except for Ra's al Ghul.
Okay.
Like, you know what I mean? And sort of Bane.
Raish.
Ra's al Ghul, whatever. But again, it's very, very limited that we ever get those moments where he's like interacting with the villain as Bruce
Or-
Wayne, and the moment as Michael Keaton as Bruce Wayne talking shit with the Joker. It's a
It's
fun.
nice,
it's
yeah.
my favorite scene in that movie.
One
I
of the
really love that.
one of
scene.
the best things the
Great
animated
dialogue.
series ever did was like the little interactions Bruce would have with the villains. Sometimes, like there's
Yeah.
this one episode where he crossed over with Superman, and like
as Bruce Wayne.
yeah, and he like gets thrown off a roof by the Joker, and
Yeah.
like Superman isn't around to catch him, and he's like, "Damn, like where the fuck is this guy?"
Yeah.
Like he's holding on to like he's on like the ledge thing,
Yeah.
and he falls like 30 feet and breaks some ribs.
My favorite one's when he goes into the casino and the Joker is dealing blackjack.
Oh, yeah, that's-
and if Bruce Wayne beats the Joker in blackjack by doing sleight of hand. It's so good. It's
yeah,
so good.
this is a
When
great
you,
scene.
You brought up Liam Neeson, and like that's a crazy guy. Do y'all know a lot about Liam Neeson?
Isn't he
Are
racist?
you going to talk about
He
the thing?
is.
I was
he-
waiting for
he
that.
is so
Racist
racist.
shit.
He
said
is
some
so
racist
racist. He is like hate crime somebody.
Really?
Like he is
Damn.
actually hate crime somebody. Like
He
and
might be
also,
perfect
I-
for
I-
the naked gun revote. Look at
another thing is like he has the highest number of photos of him with pissed pants. Like there, you can look online, look up Liam Neeson pissed pants.
I didn't know
There will
this was
be
a category.
more than 3 photos. I know
Well,
that
Chris
much.
Farley's got him beat on a couple episodes of SNL alone.
Yeah, but that's episodes. Like, this is real life. This dude's walking in like fucking Italy somewhere. He's like,
Yeah.
So he's just
I
pissed
hate
drunk?
the blacks,
Yeah,
and then he
probably.
pisses himself.
I hate them. Do you
Is
guys
it
know the
pissing-
really fucked up origin story of why he was like anti-black people?
No.
Is it anti-black people or is it that anti-black guy from that one situation? 'Cause that's the only thing I've seen.
Well, yeah, but
is
it's-
where he was
it's-
mad about that.
for sure? But like if that's like
Well, Tim, in
a white guy's called me the hard R before, and that's like I start trying to fight all 3 of you right now.
yeah, that's crazy.
Wow.
That's the Liam Neeson thing.
That's
Yeah,
weird you're
but- well,
talking about a
but the
situation
interview-
that happened earlier.
But the interview is literally him, and I might be wrong. The interview I've seen is him literally saying, "I can't believe I got into a mindset where I said like, I gotta find this like black bastard." Like he's talking about how he hates that he was there in the first place and thinking that way.
Yeah.
That's the thing I saw. I don't know if that's different.
I ain't
or
gonna
not.
hold you, man. I don't
Because
believe
he was
in-
drunk and someone beat up his daughter or something.
I don't believe it. I think his friend got assaulted.
Or a friend got it. Yeah, something
I
like
don't
that.
believe-
A female friend of his got raped. I think
Yeah.
that was the
Whoa,
Yes.
okay.
So
This
you know
went
what I'm saying?
from
Like
0
I
to
don't think
100
that
quickly.
I don't think that moment was indicative of Liam Neeson's thoughts on black people as a race. I think in his moment, in that interview where you see the clip, he's literally.
I'm like, you leave. I'm like, because like if I'm
I mean,
mad at somebody,
the-
my first instinct.
He had no reason to bring it up aside from he literally was saying
Freudian slip. Why did Anthony Kiedis in his autobiography talk about fucking that 14-year-old girl twice? You know,
That's
crazy.
crazy.
Yeah,
That's
no, I
not
agree.
a Freudian
Why
slip.
did
That's
who?
twice.
But
Wait,
in
what
that
did you say?
moment,
Anthony Kiedis, lead singer of Red Hot Chili Peppers,
Yeah.
fucked a 14-year-old twice.
That's the
when he
Red
was
Hot Chili Peppers.
Oh.
Of course, they're raping kids.
with the Liam Neeson thing, what I'm saying is he
Can't
literally.
stop.
Can't stop fucking these little kids.
That's the lyrics.
Yeah.
Take you to the shindig.
I'm telling you.
But fucking.
She's 12. She already thinks my dick's big.
Oh shit! Oh shit! That was crazy.
No!
How dare you have bars that are so controversial yet so brave?
Oh no, my parents are gonna watch this. I'm fucked.
They need to know the real you, Jack.
Yeah, they need to know. Like Liam Neeson.
They know the
apparently.
real me.
There's no way they don't know you.
They're
But you see what I'm saying at the same time? Like that's a crazy statement. Not to say I don't. If there's more of him saying that, I get it. But what
for
I'm
sure.
saying in that one clip, the thing that I hated was I saw the first clip, which is the whole interview that's like 3.5 minutes long.
Yes,
and
and
everyone
the-
saw like a
the
15-second
30-second
clip.
Agreed.
You know what I'm saying?
My
Because he
big
starts
thing-
it off by going. Like, I can't believe that I let myself, in a drunken rage after my friend was assaulted, get to a point where in my head I was out looking for a black guy. Like I wasn't looking for the guy. I was just out looking for a black guy because
That is insane.
That's how he said it. You
That's
know what
an
I mean?
insane.
That's
thought
a wild
pattern.
way to
yeah.
think.
And but him saying that like there's lots of pictures of him getting drunk and pissing. I'm like, maybe this guy's just a terrible drunk. Maybe this is a guy who needs to be sober.
Maybe he's a racist. Drunk.
Maybe he's a racist drunk.
Liam sounded like you said you had. It seemed like you had a backstory for this.
No, not a backstory. It's just that like
He was the black guy that Liam Neeson beat up.
I was the guy Liam Neeson thought raped his friend.
Not even thought raped his friend. It was just a black guy.
Yeah, I was simply a black human.
I was having a
Neeson
coffee.
beat me up.
My thing about it, man, is like you guys know me, man. I'm pretty hard on white people for doing white people shit.
Yeah.
But that's Qui-Gon Jinn. I'm not saying he gets away with it. I'm not saying it's acceptable. And this, yeah, I mean, I
He
was-
gets preferential treatment
He
for
just
being
a little
the first grade Jedi.
It's like Tony Hawk. Like Tony Hawk can say the N-word a few times. It's Tony fucking Hawk.
He gets like 5 black get out of jail free cards.
You know what I'm saying? That's Qui-Gon fucking Jinn, dog, man. Did you guys know that when Darth Maul, spoiler alert, kills him at the end of
What?
Did you guys know that Darth Maul hated how he had to win that fight? That move he does is a bitch-made move.
Yeah.
He punches him in the face with the lightsaber to stun him and stabs him. That fight was like at a stalemate. Like he wasn't going to beat that nigga off the hands. So he popped him in his face. real
No,
quick.
that's just how fights go, bro.
I mean, okay, Jack, I agree. But
Like,
Darth...
He's
Jack's
talking
over
about
here
with
like,
the-
Jack's over here like, you gotta grab a dick, squeeze that bitch. You
I-
got
I'm
5
saying-
year
old
olds.
dick twist.
I agree, but my whole thing is like if I square up with somebody, right? I'd rather know I won that fight because my hands are lethal. I don't want to have to think I squeezed his balls.
It's-
to win
there's
the fight.
less honor.
I will if I need to.
Yeah, some samurai shit. It's less
Yeah,
honor.
yeah,
there's
there's
less
more-
honor in it.
But what's also cool about that is
I'm just saying, I don't carry this around for nothing.
It's okay, bro.
Like,
whenever he has that scene in I'm good, appreciate you. Whenever he has that scene in Rebels where he has his final fight with him,
Yeah.
spoilers.
Collecting.
If you look at the fight, you know it's like a 3-strike sequence.
Yeah.
He tries to hit him with the same move he hit Qui-Gon with.
Yeah.
He goes to punch that nigga in the face with a lightsaber.
Well, and Obi-Wan tees him up because he goes for the stance that Qui-Gon went for.
Uh-huh.
You know, he starts out, there's
Uh-huh.
like, it's 3 stances. He goes like this for like the old Obi-Wan.
Uh-huh.
New Obi-Wan. I'm doing my hands, by the way. And then like, you know,
I'm
right here
doing
for
my
Qui-Gon.
he's
Yeah.
holding
Great
his
visual
hands
description.
Yeah.
in the way that Obi-Wan does, but it's with his dick in his hands.
There you go. Because Creighton's dick is 2.5 foot
And
long.
then Maul's like, I
Soft.
got this. I've seen this before.
yeah, he's like, yeah, and he
It's like
tries
poetry.
he tried
But
to
he
punch
forgot
that,
the rhyme.
he tried to punch him in the face with that lightsaber. He cut that bitch.
That was
straight
one of them
down the middle.
Eminem rhymes. not a perfect rhyme.
That was like, he
Slam.
gutted him. He did a whole scream maneuver on him, you know what I mean?
Nah.
Get him like a fish.
That's an interesting sitting position right there. It's the tripod.
That's how Darth Maul fell after he was gutted by Obi-Wan.
He
Now
wasn't
then we're
gutted,
getting a
he
whole
was-
show
he was
about it.
beautiful,
fucking
beautiful
Bisected.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Now
like
we're
he
getting a
was-
whole show about this
Beautiful
bisected. Yeah, he's been,
Now he's a
been
fucking
cut in half.
spider,
Now he's been
like-
cut
Nah, he's a fucking.
Yeah.
He's still
Imagine
alive
you get your
in
ass
the
beat
desert.
and you're a fucking
I know.
spider.
But imagine that's what they're like. He's too angry to still die from being bisected.
He is one of those storylines that I'm really glad got picked up and added onto because it is
Oh,
simply
yeah.
fucking goated in Clone Wars and
When
Rebels.
when
But
I heard
what
that
about
Clone-
your Boba Fett take, where they raised him from the dead of the Sarlacc pit?
I mean, that was going to happen either way. Patton Oswald, like,
No, let
teed
him
that up.
fucking die, dude. Like, let
I
people
liked it.
die.
I liked it.
I like that he comes back. I don't like what they do after that because it feels like they don't do. It feels like it should have either A, been a movie or like B.
It should have been a movie.
There wasn't enough gang war shit,
Or-
man. I wanted him to be.
Well,
And
No,
those
hold
speeder
on.
bike scenes are dog shit.
Yeah.
I was gonna
they're
say,
on mopeds,
That's
dude.
actually the problem. It's not that there's not enough gang fight, whatever the fuck. It's that it's bad.
Yeah.
The
There's plenty.
cinematography is pretty shitty.
Also,
Yeah.
he's-
Well,
they
the thing is,
couldn't-
it's not.
they couldn't
it's only
give him a
bad
gym
in like 2 of
routine.
the episodes. Again, watch that show and wait for the things that are bad to happen. They take up like 8% of the screen time of that
Look.
season. They're so bad that it's all you remember, and so you know what I mean. It's that bad. But like, dude, when the fucking casino gets blown up, it is a straight up like thriller masterpiece scene. It is a very well framed, very like suspenseful, like what the fuck's about to happen? And then like these bitches that you like, the girl that runs the casino who's like fucking giving Black Chrysanthemum the fucking like letting him like just drink and saying fuck it because he'll kill everybody if you don't. Like you like her, she's cool. And then
she dies.
and she dies, and it's like really fucked up how it happens when it happens, and you're like, whoa, no, like it's filmed well, and the scene is built really well, and like led up to like you know something's about to happen, you just don't know what, and then it happens, and then it's literally those last 2 episodes with that fucking bike group of fucking moped Vespa
that seems
idiots.
so bad.
It's so bad.
Oh, listen,
Well,
all
I
I
mean,
know is
Charlie,
Boba was
have
eating
you-
good in that Sarlacc pit. You know, dude was like built like a brick house when he came out.
I was about to say that was
He went
that is
in a
fat
toothpick.
old man.
Motherfuckers in the Tusken Raiders.
He went in a toothpick and came out a man.
Fucking
Like, you know?
hibachi stomach or something. But I mean, that's
say
all.
your thing.
That's all very interesting, Charlie, and I understand your points, and I get your argument. But have you considered that Star Wars is gay and for kids?
No,
It's gay and for kids?
Yeah, it's gay and for kids.
it can be both. There are gays in Star Wars, and it
there
is
are
also
gay
for,
kids
and there are also kids. I don't
that
know if there's
watch.
gay kids
There's definitely gay kids. There's gay
in Star Wars or
'cause
in general.
to be a gay adult, you have to be a gay kid first.
Yeah, I think all little boys are gay for a certain amount of time.
All right, maybe not that. Maybe not.
And then they realize. That's what John Mulaney. That's what John Mulaney.
Hey,
did.
what did Macklemore say? In the 3rd grade, I thought I was gay.
It's a John Mulaney. John Mulaney has a joke. Where he says,
Honestly,
I think all
that's
little
crazy.
boys are a little gay.
That whole line
That's
that he
John
says,
Mulaney though. Like
he
that's
cooked with that.
The guy who's
That's a beautiful
Yeah.
sentence.
What?
We were talking about Macklemore
Macklemore
cooking
line.
when he was still good. He cooked.
when I was in the 3rd grade. I thought that I was black.
Jack, what the fuck?
Oh no, he misheard his name. That's what it was.
Creighton, you've had like 3 of your fucking 1 out of 10s on this podcast.
I've really
What
like
happened?
vibing off of Jack's energy. He's bringing like a chaotic energy to the.
Jack's the dude from Remember the Titans that sat with the black dude, the big guy who just sat with the black dudes and sang with them.
That was what my fucking high school experience was. Because I was a weird white kid. in
hey,
South
Jack,
Carolina.
you're still a weird white kid from South Carolina.
I'm a weird adult. I'm 21 years old.
Do you
now.
remember what his Twitch name was?
It was something stupid.
Do you?
I thought it was J something or Jack Attack. Or
It might have been J Boom or something.
J Boom.
No idea.
But 2%. If you're listening, Jack's here, so your move 2%.
I forgot about it. Oh, dude, I forgot. Yeah. Fucking slide, all right? Slide on me for real. Let's fucking finish this 2%, all right? I'm not playing with you.
I would love to have 2% on the podcast,
Bro.
Doesn't he live in another state or
He lives
something?
in L.A. I think.
I think
Jesus Christ.
I think he lives in Texas. I'm
He-
not-
Oh, does he
he's
live?
like-
I think, No, I
okay.
think he was in Texas the whole time. Is what I'm saying.
Oh,
He's dead of like a fentanyl overdose at this point.
Or Copenhagen.
Maybe. Who knows?
Copenhagen, if you're out there.
No way Copenhagen's out there.
Copenhagen-
Copenhagen's not real. I think Copenhagen's been Mike this whole time.
No, that is, yeah.
I
No,
can
but
see
I
that.
grew up as like a pretty weird kid.
Did you?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
No way.
Yeah. Yeah, believe it or not. It's surrounded by 2 other weird white men.
Don't say it like that. We did meet you when you were underage.
I was about to say, yeah, you
I
were
can't believe you're only
15.
21. I can't believe that you are 21. That in my head you're 25
Yeah.
because of you've been a man the whole time I've known you. Jack's been a
Charlie
7 foot
made you a
tall-
man,
Oh.
huh?
Don't say that. That's a wild thing to say.
He took me to
Jack
his
has been. How long have I known? 5 years? 4 years?
probably.
Longer than that.
Since I've known him, he's been 6.5 foot tall.
Built like a
Built fucking brick shit house. I mean, a fucking monster. He's a
Do you
vending
know how
machine. He's a
weird-
big walking. He's
Do
a
you know how
refrigerator.
weird it was being 6 foot at 15?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Like
Creighton was that,
and
just skinny.
not even like I wasn't built out into it yet. I was like this weird like goblin era of fat, you know. Like, have you ever seen like an illustration of a goblin where they have like that weird paunch belly?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I looked
You were
like
an
that.
orc from Lord of the Rings.
I was an orc. Yeah, I was an orc. An orcling, you know. And it was just it was weird finding a place, and just finding some way of like finding a community. And I would just bounce around all the time, and hung out with theater. Well, I was a theater kid. I went to the local high school for theater, and then black people, white people. There was like 2 Mexicans that I knew.
I've known only 2 Mexicans.
I've known.
I thought you were gonna say black people, white people. It's all pink in between.
Oh my god.
Hey,
Creighton.
That's way
it's
too
all
wild to say.
starburst pink on the inside.
Tastes
Oh,
like
man.
Skittles.
Okay, bro.
If it tastes like Skittles, you need.
Colin, you want to
you
play
need
video
to-
games before let these guys finish this shit?
Man,
God
I
damn.
don't
We were getting nasty before you were here.
I was like, I'm
Creighton was telling stories about planks of wood.
Oh my
backs
god, bro!
hurt.
He's talking about bending his girlfriend, hurting her back and shit. He
Bro, what?
No, bro, we started
Yeah.
off crazy.
It went from.
Well, we were coming out political assassination.
No,
and
no,
then
we weren't even
We
on
went to
political
like third
assassinations,
eye mystical
Yeah.
stuff,
Yeah,
and then
we-
like all of a sudden we're talking about the Kama Sutra and then how I broke Caitlin's back over some wood and stuff. And like,
Bro, you can't talk about your girlfriend like
well,
that.
no, I told her like she's not gonna listen to this. Caitlin,
That's
you
not.
listen to this?
That's not the
That-
point.
that's-
It
yeah.
exists now.
Well, listen, I love you. You're incredible. Anyways,
No, she didn't.
He
make it this
answers
far.
that like Trump.
She did
He
not.
answers that like
She did
Trump.
not. Get
I
this far
love
into
you. You're incredible. I've never met anyone like you. You're the best. People say you're the best.
She didn't.
people
get this
say
far.
you hurt your back on some wood.
She didn't get this far. Into
We
the
don't
podcast.
know. We don't know how you hurt.
All
your
this
back,
stuff
but
is
we're
allegedly.
very
What if I made it
sorry.
up?
We're very sorry.
Don't do Trump hands. Like,
Doing
Dude, Trump hands is the
it's
best.
the art of the deal.
Doing Trump
what if
hands.
I made it up?
Look, it's Trump hands. You start like hammering on the desk.
Oh well,
Yeah.
now we don't want that. Vision. That's too much.
Jackhammer.
Yeah, give him the old jackhammer, dude. That is the name of
Of your-
multiple things in my life.
Okay, yeah.
I
there you
need
go.
2 sound bites from this episode. I need Liam when he got the vape from Jack, and I need him choking
Yeah,
on
what
that
did I
coffee.
miss there?
Oh man, he let me hit his vape, and I was like, real nigga.
Right into the phone. He's
Right
right,
after that,
over
all
it.
you hear is, bring it in, brother. And we got him down. Oh. I love being the DEI hire of the Shirts Off podcast.
It was like watching Stink Meter in that one.
What's gotten into you, Tom? The same thing's about to get to you, bitch. The same thing's about
God, I
to
love
get
the
to
fucking
you, bitch.
Boondocks, man. Holy shit.
Now, I've been trying to tell them, dude, the Boondocks is like, it's so important.
Yeah.
As a show, it's funny. In the same way that Family Guy uses like satire to have real cultural.
It's
Yeah.
better than Family Guy.
No, it's
so much better than Family
It's
Guy.
like
I've only seen clips, and it's way better.
when you talk
than
about
Family Guy.
shows, like
Yeah.
Boondocks isn't in top 5 animated shows. Like if you like Sopranos and Breaking Bad, Boondocks belongs in that top
Yes,
5.
absolutely,
Common,
absolutely.
Common Side Effects is right there.
Hell yeah! No, I'm excited for
we
that
gotta,
one.
The
we
way
might
he's
watch
able,
it
Side
tonight.
Effects
the way
is
he's
really
able to
good.
work Q
Oh.
into that.
One of my favorite shows.
Blue-eyed
Like-
Hold on, we
samurai.
gotta stop.
way-
We gotta,
Sorry.
There's too many people.
The way that Stink Meter works Q into the N word.
Oh,
yeah.
Nickel.
I was like, I've never heard it.
Read a job application. They were trying to exercise them. No, bro. This. Oh my
He'll
god.
use words he doesn't understand.
The craziest part, one of my, it is why it's such a weird like culture shock when you see when people are allowed to say stuff, because the clips of the white dude who's in that show who says it all the time are wild.
Oh, dude.
Right next to the black dude like in the sound studio with them, and they're just like they're eating
What's
it up.
crazier is that, all right, are you talking about the guy that plays the teacher?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that guy.
Have you ever seen the actual clip of the teacher?
Yeah.
That's a verbatim monologue.
Yeah, the whole scene.
I've seen both. They're side by side. He just goes in. They just let him go.
I thought in between. I'm not even gonna say it on there. Even can a nigga hold a fry? And I didn't
Job
think
for
why
a
did he,
white man.
I didn't think why did he say the word? I said, how can a nigga borrow a French fry? You gonna give it back, nigga? I'm telling you, he changed my brain. 'Cause I didn't think like this before he was in my class.
And then they
really
put glasses
is
on Riley and everything.
Riley was like, I would never use that word. That word hurts people. And then Huey is like, Riley thought nigga was his name till he was 3. And then granddad, bro, y'all the Boondocks is
It
so
really is one of the shows, bro. Oh my fucking god.
Something I use in my daily life now that like I've got yes, exactly, yes, exactly like that too.
With a Q, so it's okay.
Because there's a question of if I'm saying that word or liquor, which is it really throws them for a loop.
So it's like, are you already drunk? Trying to get more drunk?
like a weird dyslexic Chinese guy. Instead of the R sound on L's, it's an N sound.
That was that. Yeah, all right, bitch. Don't
I was waiting on it. I knew it was coming.
You know me well.
Like a Chinese man working in rigging.
Oh,
Hey,
whoa.
nigga it up. Nigga it up.
No, how does he introduce himself?
I'm sweating.
See,
I'm sweating.
My hands are moist.
I'm entirely moist.
You took your jacket off. We sat down here. He's like, "Oh, this is comfortable." He took his jacket off and the gun off, and was like, "All right, about to cook."
Well, I mean, I tried to be sneaky with it, but
Well,
apparently.
Look, you did cook though. Like you came in here dropping some intellectual stuff, and now we're just laughing at the
Now
way people talk.
we're talking about different ways to say the N-word that might not be the N-word.
Oh, God.
No, but from the episode about the itis.
Oh, yeah, hell yeah.
Yes.
Phenomenal episode. The
Every
Luther
time
burger.
I eat too much and I'm like sleepy and I don't feel like doing it, I'm sorry, I got the itis.
Got the itis.
And people look at me like I'm retarded. But people look at me like I don't know what I'm saying.
He's using words he doesn't understand.
Read, nigga.
Oh,
That's what I mean, though. But like, take this out of context, right? Like, if in context, it's like, oh, I'm with my boys. These are great people. These kind of people you joke with. Out of context, my community hates me. Of course, they're just like, stop jiving for them. They keep dancing.
you went
man.
on the white man's podcast? You couldn't start a podcast of your own? Brother, you need to rise up.
I don't know why. Whenever Jack was talking, I heard Tyler Perry.
Oh,
Dude, that
man.
Tyler Perry episode
It's
on
amazing.
Boondocks is
Yeah, that episode got
crazy.
pulled.
Yeah, Tyler called.
Yeah, Tyler Perry was like, y'all can't show that.
Nah, guys, come on, man.
Then it get snuck back on HBO Max.
Them they have a song. The dude's like, it's alright to cross-dress for Christ. And he's just running this whole like, dude, this is God's mission. This is God's journey. And at the end of it, he looks at Granddad. He's like, man, can a nigga get some ass?
Oh my God.
The Boondocks is so good.
The gangsterlicious.
Yes. Oh, dude.
You're wearing a
Homophobia.
purse and a high tank top. That's not gay. That's just the style.
Bro, I remember.
Homies over hoes.
Do the homie, do the homie, and it's just two niggas dry humping each other, crotch to crotch.
I love it.
Hey, that's true black love right there.
Take on it. He's like,
He said a homie over a hoe. There's many things I put before a hoe. A fresh pair of loafers, a new suit, a turkey sandwich with just a slice of tomato. But a homie over a hoe? That is not a philosophy. Slick back and subscribe.
it's maybe even better than this Cat
It's
Williams.
fucking Cat Williams
God.
during the Pimp Chronicles era of Cat Williams.
He's oh man, of all the like,
Black
Sounds
people.
like some gay shit.
yeah, of all the
That's the good one.
of all the that's the one
He
I'm
changed
okay
my
with.
mind on him. That's
Yeah,
what,
that's
that's
the
what
guy
Trey's
I'm
going
cool
to say.
No, of all the, if I could if I won pick a celebrity to have an interview with lottery, he's definitely in the short list.
Oh,
in
yeah.
terms of the knowledge is just, I would just be like, Cat Williams, what do you know about fucking woodworking? I just want to know what he knows. You know what I mean? That guy has it's crazy the stuff he knows about.
Yeah.
Obviously the stuff you think he knows about, and then
He was talking about the Diddy shit 2 months before it happened.
Bro,
before it got
years
big.
before.
That's where
it happened.
That's
Years
where it
before.
happened.
Yeah.
That's where it showed up. And years. Literally 15 years ago was saying there was gay shit happening in that house.
Hannibal blew the whistle on Bill Cosby. Yeah. He was just like, yeah, you guys think I'm joking? He's not.
He was
He's
like,
a fucking rapist.
all these black
Bill
men you
Cosby
see
hates-
dressing up in dresses for these movies, just know they making the money. Their
guys-
soul is gone.
Those guys hate that guy more than Bill Cosby hates my comedy. That's one of my favorite Hannibal bits.
Oh, it's crazy.
He's such a good. I can't wait till he goes back into stand-up.
Oh.
This
Who,
motherfucker
Hannibal?
has been doing he's been doing the TV movie fucking thing for the last decade. I need a Hannibal special, bro. Hannibal has some of the best comedy specials of all
God.
time.
He's so funny.
One
He's
of
so
my-
fucking good, bro.
Y'all were talking about Cumtown last episode. One of my,
Where the fuck was I? You talking about what?
Might have been here. It's
you don't
a
know what
podcast.
Cumtown is?
No.
It's a very
Go
funny
home,
podcast.
look it up. Nick Mullen, Adam Friedland, Stavros Halkias,
Huh.
and just
You would really fuck with.
It was one of the
all
ones
of
you
them,
weren't on.
but you would really, really, really fuck with Nick Mullen.
yes.
He's
would
been
love
he
Nick
listened
Mullen.
to what's on the YouTube before he came to this, and what's on the YouTube
Yeah,
isn't
he's-
up to date.
Oh yeah, and I was gone for 6 months.
Yeah.
But one of their bits is Meatwad Cat Williams.
Meatwad from fucking Aquaman.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
my God.
He's like, bitch, don't touch me, I'm slick. Grade A, beef.
Dan Soder does the best
His
white
Cat Williams
guy
is
Cat
so-
Williams
no,
I've
it's
ever
so
seen.
good.
It's
It's so
crazy,
good.
bro.
Jimmy Fox does great impressions too.
Yeah, but that's like
That's like me doing a good fucking Jimmy Fallon impression.
That's true.
Like,
Ooh, speaking of that,
Dan Soder is a tall white Montanian,
Yes.
and he does a better Cat Williams impression than black people. It's crazy how good his Cat Williams impression.
what do you think of the Kimmel thing?
I have too many opinions.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm just curious. You said Fallon, and my mind immediately.
Well,
went
we
to
were
him.
talking off podcast, like we
Oh,
always
God.
do.
oh no.
And he says about firing squad, distributing
did?
misinformation. I mean, don't act surprised.
I didn't know. We're not doing this again. You guys got to stop pretending I said crazy shit. I didn't say.
He's
anything.
turning red for the people at home. He's
I'm turning red because it's 700 degrees in here. Actually, I'm gonna cut the AC on because it's fucking hot. I'm in shorts now.
See, he's uncomfortable. He had to leave.
He's in the hot seat.
Yeah, dude. Like
Of the Neo variety.
Yeah. All right, we'll go around the room then. Jack, what do you think
What do I think?
about Kimmel?
Oh,
yeah.
about
If you
Kimmel?
if you don't want to talk about it, that's fine too.
I think the only reason people care is because he's just been around. Like
Jimmy Kimmel.
Yeah, I mean,
Do you think the context of him getting let go is fair, American?
I mean,
realistic?
I think he distributed misinformation.
I think three things happened at once. I think one, fucking homeboy that I can't remember the name went on the next day on that podcast and basically used the FCC to pressure ABC into getting rid of him. I think that is definitely a factor.
Yeah.
I think him saying what he said is certainly a factor. And number three, I think the quiet thing that no one wants to bring up is the fact that nobody watches that fucking show.
Exactly.
And there's probably a stipulation in his contract that they can't get rid of him due to ratings, or they have to pay him $20 million. And this was the first time, or arbitrary big number, insert here. And this was the first time he said something good enough that they were like, finally, we can fucking get rid of this guy.
Be gone.
And get this thing that fucking, the wannabe Bob Rosses on YouTube get more views than. This guy gets no views. Jimmy Kimmel gets, the only reason people see what they see is because ABC blasts every clip they can into the universe, hoping people watch it so they can get every penny of ad revenue on the videos. But no one watches that show anymore. No one
Never
watches
in
any of those shows
my
anymore,
life
except Bill Maher.
have I watched an entire
I watched Bill
episode
Maher.
of SNL Saturday. What's the show Jimmy Fallon was on?
SNL.
He was on. SNL?
Yeah.
He was on Saturday.
For like, what,
that
4
was-
He
years?
hosted Weekend Update.
Oh, okay. So I don't know. I've never watched an entire episode of any of those shows.
Yeah.
It's just not
Well, that's just because of your age.
a type of media that people my age consume.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And the only people who do
It's my
are
whole
like,
childhood.
are like the old white people, like the ones I'm surrounded by right now.
How dare you.
And like, I mean, like you said, like probably not a lot of people watch it anymore. Television has gone the way of the fucking dodo.
Yeah. There's only like the select few that are like even keeping networks alive anymore.
Yeah.
Like without football and sports, most of those
Yeah.
networks and cable in general.
And when
are just
everybody who like watches football, like I don't know anybody my age who's like, oh, I got to get home and watch the game. I'm like you have a phone, right? Like you have a phone.
gone. Most
you have,
people I know are just streaming it for free on.
Yeah,
online.
I was
We're
about
also
to
in a
say.
day and age too where people have like more shit to do.
Yeah.
There's more things out there to explore. There's more avenues of
Yeah,
existence.
there's never
Yeah.
been more entertainment.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
available.
Like in the 60s, the 70s, 80s, whenever the fuck the NFL starts and shit, like, what the fuck them niggas was doing on a fucking
fucking
Sunday?
20s.
Yeah, what the fuck was they doing on a
Cutting
goddamn
grass.
Sunday?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can only cut but so much fucking grass, you know what
No,
I mean?
I'm just saying.
It's like it's like finally the football is on because we've
Yeah.
been waiting all week for it.
They were fucking. That's what they were.
They were fucking. They were fucking.
Everybody.
Everybody. was
Everybody. They just pop some ecstasy and be like, all right, Jim, get over
They
here.
didn't
You
have
know?
that yet. But
You kind of
I
look
think
like
I
a
think it
girl.
was all of those things, and I think it was like, do I think that pressuring from the FCC to cancel the show is right? No, that's a fucking really fucked up violation of
Free speech.
free speech, and that is really fucked up. Do I also think what he said was in bad taste? Sure, but it is part of the whole free speech thing. People should make. I've seen comedians.
Well, it was
make,
also just a lie.
What did
I
he
don't
say?
care if it's a lie or not.
What
he
he
say
said wasn't even
specifically?
that bad.
And what's the-
I don't-
what's the
It wasn't
lie?
So he said something about like
Rather than talk shit on Charlie Kirk himself, he used Charlie Kirk's death as a way to weaponize talking shit about Trump. Which,
No, but what did he say?
he said that the shooter was a Republican, that he grew up Republican, and that he was more likely one of Trump's guys, the MAGA people.
We could pull it up. Just pull up the quote.
no, we're not.
Oh,
We're not playing
It's
that.
gonna
That-
get
that's
I mean,
us
not
copyrighted.
play it. I'm just saying, read it. You know what I mean?
Well,
I mean, he's describing it pretty good.
Yeah.
so far.
Okay. Okay.
but
And the dude is not a Republican.
no,
No.
He's a trans-identifying
no.
furry.
That person wasn't even trans. The person
Or
who
the-
pulled the
the-
trigger,
the,
he had a trans girlfriend.
Yes.
And
There's no Republican ever
Yeah, my
would.
bad.
well, I mean, not in not in public. Oh boy.
Conservative trans is wild.
Yeah, I was about to say, like
They do exist though.
so,
I've met
yeah.
them. I've met them. I've seen them.
There's some famous ones.
It's
they're
crazy.
like-
Oh, there are some famous ones. I forgot about that. There's that
what's
too.
her name?
Blair White.
Blair White.
Yeah.
I think what's her name come out is conservative too. The one the Jenner lady.
Caitlyn.
Caitlyn?
Caitlyn Jenner?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Isn't
They
she
just all
like?
had
Didn't
to
she
go
come out as like?
Caitlyn Jenner was not for pro-gay marriage.
No, yeah, don't get me started on that.
Yeah,
That's,
that's
that's
just wild.
That's kind of where you get to the point where, like, you realize, like, damn, people are really, like, talking heads.
Yeah.
Like, people are very
Bro.
much, like, somebody puts something in, like, feeds them a
Hillary
script real
Clinton,
quick,
Bill
sends their ass
Clinton, the
out.
Obamas,
Oh, dude,
all of them were
it's-
against gay marriage until 2011.
It's like that. It's like
it's
that
crazy.
episode of the Boondocks where like what's his name? Good Love. Riley is his name. Riley.
Oh,
You
yeah,
know what
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
talking about?
Rollo,
Yeah,
Rollo.
Rilo Goodlove. It's the same episode with the teacher thing. Like,
Yeah.
the lady comes in that he's been going back and forth with like the whole time about. Like,
Yeah, oh, which is Ann Coulter.
yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
and in it, and in the episode, Ann Coulter is with a black guy, uses the N word, is a hood ass
Yeah.
bitch,
Yeah.
smoking a cigarette, drinking a 40 ass
Yeah,
bitch.
yeah.
Not just
And
a cigarette, a black and mild.
I smoke those.
I smoke those too sometimes.
Yeah.
Look, it has to be a
He
thing.
said that
It
in
has
the
to be a
widest way he
thing.
could. He was like,
I smoke those too sometimes.
Hey, brother, we have common ground.
Let's build
Maybe
on
these
this.
guys are okay.
They
But
smoke
yeah,
black and milds with
so-
the plastic tip too.
I love a good menthol.
Shit, at the end of the day, we all got smoke in our lungs. All right?
So the whole episode, they're going back and forth, Ann Coulter and Goodlove, and like, she comes into the green room where he's at, and he walks over and gives her a hug, and it's like, dabbing her up and stuff, and Huey is sitting there, and it's like, the fuck, you know? And because the whole time she's been saying all this crazy, like, alt-right stuff.
Yeah.
And, like, he's like, oh, yeah, you know, I just, you know, she makes a little bit of money from this. I make a little bit of money from this. It drums up smoke.
Perfect
Yeah.
representation
Yeah.
of the climate and the
Yeah.
political
No,
spectrum.
Aaron McGruder is one of God's gifts to this country.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
And the
Yes.
quicker people realize it, the better. Because
Yes.
the first 3 seasons.
What's
of
he
Boondocks-
working on now?
Oh, yeah.
Nothing. He
Fuck off.
disappeared.
Yeah.
Like
He ended the comic, too, didn't he?
How's it spelled?
I believe so.
yeah.
Aaron what? Like how do you
McGruder.
spell Aaron? Is it A Aaron or E Aaron?
Hey,
A.
It's AA Ron.
I was
Hey,
just
Aaron.
about to make the guy. So good, so good.
My thoughts on the Kimmel thing is that I think that it's been a long time coming, but I don't agree with how they went about it. Like Charlie, I think it's a bit of a reach. But also, like, if you have
I
been
didn't
following
finish
these
that.
shows, oh, I'm sorry.
Real fast. Also, I think he should be taken off. But that's just my
Yeah.
personal opinion because no one watches him and he's probably getting overpaid by ABC. I think ABC. I really think that's my conspiracy theory that I haven't been seeing people say is I think there's been a stipulation for years that he's not allowed to be kicked off until 2030 or some shit unless something like this happened.
Yeah.
And they've been trying to get rid of him and Jimmy Fallon and all these
Yeah.
guys because they don't do anything. They don't show
They're
anything.
dog
There's
shit.
no-
They
there's
don't
no
say
viewership.
anything interesting anymore.
Yeah.
They used to say interesting stuff. If you go back 10 years ago, well, maybe even further back than that now, Kimmel, all of them really used to be really funny and have
Yeah.
interesting shit to say and interesting perspectives. Now it's like Kimmel got in trouble for what, doing blackface or something? I can't remember. Like
He
in the
hosted
early
the Man
2000s.
Who? Jimmy Fallon or
No,
Jimmy
Kimmel.
Yeah, I mean they both did black.
Oh, okay. Well, he got in trouble.
Everyone did black.
Yeah, every white TV
He's
show
doing
host
black.
has done black.
Right.
He's not even black. He's white.
But my point is,
Never.
somebody pointed out that clip at one point in time, and he had to come out and apologize. And I think, as a reaction to that, he's like tried to overcorrect in a lot of ways, and that's affected his comedy voice. Like instead of saying shit that's funny anymore, he's like, "Oh my God, what's the safest thing that
Well,
I
yeah,
can
liberal-
say?" And it's attacking Trump because, like, you can attack
He
Trump
thinks
all day
it's the
long.
safest thing to say. That's
Even-
the problem. It's like what you
not when I.
Well, and that
Crazy
there's
on
that
it.
too. There's that element of it too. But also, it's like I think at least this is from me looking on the outside in. Obviously, Kimmel, is a comedian, is way more successful than any of us have ever been in our life. But if I'm just looking at it from that perspective,
Does he
I
deserve
think
it, though?
he's well. There's that, but I think
Like
in a
did
way,
did he get in when the ladder was shorter and the ledge was not as
Jimmy
high?
Kimmel, don't get it twisted. Jimmy Kimmel used to be fucking
he
hilarious.
used to be so
I
funny.
mean, look,
We-
I'm a fan of
there
all
were
these guys
days-
at a certain aspect of their careers.
Maybe I
I
don't
don't
were
like any of them
days.
anymore. They suck now. Jimmy
May-
Fallon, when he wants to be, is an incredible stand-up comedian.
There were
Maybe-
days
maybe-
at Learn
like
TV.
Adam Sandler level musical prodigy comedy.
Yes, there were days at Learn TV we would like play Kimmel clips and just
Lose it. He
lose
used
it.
to
They
be
were
fucking
so
incredible.
funny. And I think what's happened is that he's nervous to say anything that's going to be like too polarizing. Either that or some executives came in and was like, "Hey,
somebody's got a knife to his back at
Yeah.
all times based on what's
Yeah.
going to make it out there. And it's like he used to be walking through an alleyway that he could put his arms all the way out to either side, and that alleyway is just getting smaller the
Yeah.
further down it he walks, and he's
Yeah.
like shoulder to shoulder, fucking just trying to fucking from Inception,
Yeah.
Leo just
Yes.
scooting through that fucking
But
alleyway
now
sideways.
it's the same reason why comedians take phones at their comedy shows now. If you have the
Yeah.
wrong clip go viral,
Yeah.
you're stamped with that, either for like a whole news cycle or the rest of your career. And I think in a way this is going to end up being the best thing for him because now he's got the opportunity to.
Well, look at Tucker.
go
Tucker's
back.
become like a liberal
Oh, yeah.
fucking safe haven character. He's
Yeah.
going on all these liberal shows, and all the liberals are like, "Damn, Tucker isn't as bad as we all thought."
Yeah.
Because he was being fucking pigeonholed by Fox for years to only say what they wanted. Now that he's who he can be, he's out here saying like, "Yeah, man, the aliens might fucking be here. The Republicans are fucking crazy. Look what they're saying." Like this guy has just been fucking strangled for the last 5 years into giving not his opinion
You
anymore. It's
could
been other
really
people's opinions.
see it in that clip where he's talking about the sexy green M&M. Y'all know what I'm
Oh
talking about?
yeah, I saw it whenever it was that, and then him crying after the election. I was like,
This is a broken
Yeah.
man. This is a man who
Yeah.
has been like forced.
held
I
hostage by
kind of,
NBC
I really,
for years.
I didn't want to, but I really fucking love the guy now after a couple of people's interviews with him because I see this guy and I'm like, oh, One,
Are you talking
did
about
not-
Carlson?
Tucker Carlson.
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
Didn't know he was born and raised in L.A. That's
Yeah.
never could have guessed. Would have been on the bottom
I
of
would
my
have.
list.
I would have guessed Nebraska.
Yeah, dude,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
what? I would have guessed he came out of like Fargo, North Dakota, and just lost the accent to get famous. I had no clue. But he's very warm and inviting to anyone he sits across from, and his laugh is so infectiously stupid. He lies like, oh, like his laugh is crazy, bro.
Why are you laughing like Santa, man?
That's how he laughs. Have you heard him laugh? It's
No.
amazing.
Listen.
But-
I can't wait for Fallon. to
That's
be
what I'm
off.
saying.
Yeah.
That's my diamond in the rough. When Jimmy Fallon gets off of the fucking late night shit and goes, when he makes the fucking
either a
podcast
podcast
runs,
or
and,
like a stand-up run,
bro,
whatever
if
it is.
he goes on a stand-up run, there's going to be a cultural shift in what we understand. Because this dude, I'm telling you, you got to go back to like the early 2000s. Jimmy Fallon on Weekend Update. First, before he hosted Weekend Update, he was a guest on it where he did musical holidays. So every time a holiday came around, he sang a song for it. So like he does one for Halloween, for Arbor Day, for like literally for nonsense holidays, and they're fucking incredible. And like he was one of the head writers on SNL. I mean, this guy Jimmy Fallon has it in him, and I know that he still has it in him because of Anthony fucking Jeselnik. You know who Anthony Jeselnik is? Do you know who I'm talking about?
Fuck no.
No, the comedian.
That's the dude.
Y'all
wait.
forget that I
Oh
am
yeah,
like,
I know. You're
Anthony Jeselnik.
I'm like 4
is-
years younger than y'all.
Anthony, you're 8 years younger than me.
Oh, sorry.
Anthony Jeselnik.
Fucking unk.
I
Good
know.
God, chopped and unk.
Anthony Jeselnik is a 15.
I'm sorry, that was very
You're good.
mean.
Anthony Jeselnik is a comedian who he doesn't do like long form story jokes. Most of his jokes are very like blah 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 and ha ha ha. You know, but very dark.
Yeah.
Very very dark.
He's very deadpan. With
very
his delivery.
deadpan. The first joke to his, I'm gonna say it because it's already out and on
It
the
has
special.
the N word in it.
No, it doesn't. Why do you do this to me?
It's so easy.
He has a comedy special called Fire in the Maternity Ward, and the first joke, the credits open and it's like written and performed by Anthony Jeselnik, and you hear the crowd like, "Welcome to the stage, Anthony Jeselnik." The screen's black. There's words just showing like what it's called, who it's by, blah blah blah, and the crowd dies down and gets dead silent, and then the black screen goes away, and boom, it's on him, and he goes, "My friend's girlfriend called me the other day, and she said, 'Anthony, did you tell Brian that I was a bad word?' And I said, 'Oh, what did he call you? A bitch?' And she said, 'No, he didn't say the B word.' And then he like composes himself. He says, 'Oh, well, did he call you a cunt?' And she said, 'What? No.' And then he goes, 'Then he didn't hear it from me.'" That's the level of, that's who
Oh,
we're
man.
talking about.
He has a
So,
beard.
yeah,
sometimes.
yeah, sometimes.
I want to say I know you're talking
You probably
about.
do.
And
He's
nothing
probably
else
showed it to you.
but the delivery of the joke.
Yeah, no, if
It's
it's probably
very
exactly who
1-2
you're
punch.
thinking.
Yeah.
Anyway, that guy, he wrote for the first 2 seasons of Jimmy Fallon on Tonight Show. And he went on Joe Rogan's podcast and was talking to him about it. And he said, "Do you think Jimmy's like still the Jimmy we all saw?" And like the comedian, and he says, "Oh, I know he is. He's incredible. He gets drunk, he gets wasted every night and talks shit on every celebrity he has on that show." And I was like, yes, that means my boy is in there. He's just fighting. He's just ducking. He's fucking ducking, bro. He's dodging these hits from fucking the executive.
Wait,
we're gonna
who's
get
that? Fallon or
movie?
Kimmel?
Jimmy
Oh,
Fallon.
okay,
Jimmy
okay.
Fallon.
What's that movie where like they kidnap the black people and like wipe their brains?
Get Out?
Get Out.
Yeah.
He's been get outed by the fucking
By NBC.
by NBC.
Yeah, basically.
Is it NBC that does?
All the time. I think that's all of those guys. I think the only one that gets to say what he wants is Bill Maher.
Yeah,
I think
and
he's the only
on
one.
he's on HBO,
and he's on
and that's the
HBO.
only reason.
And that's the only reason is because HBO doesn't give a fucking
Yeah.
flying fuck, bro. HBO's like, what? Money? Here, say what you want. We just fucking yell the N-word. We don't give a fuck. They
really
just
don't
like
give
go
a
crazy.
fuck.
Have
Yeah.
fun. They don't. HBO doesn't give a fuck,
Yeah,
bro.
Bill Maher could come out there naked every night and then start doing Pilates. And
should.
be like,
He should.
good content.
I think
Great.
that's what we need to be at. Right
How many
now.
views? How much money? Yes, you, Bill, you. They just
How
walk
mu- how-
in there. They
how-
walk in, high five, and nipple touch him, and they're like, later. They just let him do whatever they want.
How good did
need
the
to-
penguin do? Ah, you're good, Bill.
Yeah,
You're
you
good.
just keep on doing
Keep
your
on
thing.
doing
We
your
need
thing.
to have a Japanese style television network.
Yeah.
Where it is just the most insane,
Nonsense.
off-the-cuff
Just
shit.
absolute nonsense.
It doesn't even have to make
That's
sense.
Eric Andre. You guys
No,
realize that, right?
Eric
You guys are
Andre,
describing
he's-
Eric
he's-
Andre.
He's washed now. He's done.
That's
so.
crazy.
Yeah,
Isn't it?
he's done so, man.
That's only
What do
because
you
he was
mean
on.
he's
That's only
washed?
because he was on Adult Swim. You put that man on HBO and he's back, baby. He's back.
They really
The
could
Eric
bring.
Andre show is
Imagine
one of
the
the greatest shows of
HBO
all time.
version of Eric Andre show.
Well,
this
HBO's where
man does
everything-
not need a budget.
HBO's where everything's going, is what I'm saying.
I know, but I'm
Cartoon
just saying.
Network, Adult Swim, all that shit's making it. It's just a matter of time before Eric Andre decides I'm done
Listen.
doing stand up again. I want to do the Eric Andre. Hannibal, get in here, and then the two of them just go off, bro. That would be insane. Eric Andre and Hannibal Buress on fucking HBO. Are you fucking
Oh
shitting
shit!
me? Whoa,
What's going on?
what are we doing taking belts off
It's a
right now?
special belt that's made for carrying guns, and it's like you can feel it.
It's
Look,
cutting in you?
It stands up on its own.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
This belt, fuck a katana. I'm gonna win against a fucking sword. With
The
this.
belt is code for his dick. Like, it stands
Yeah,
on
you
its
keep holding
own.
the hell
It's
up.
very
could
stiff.
You could beat somebody to death with this thing.
Yeah,
Why are you
you're
shaking
right.
that at Aleem like that?
That's crazy. I can't believe you looked at Ali in his
I'm
eyes.
challenging him. All right, this is a challenge.
Listen.
This isn't about black or white. This is about strong and fit.
This is about who's the longest.
Okay.
Look,
Whoa.
We've all said it.
Wow.
Said it all.
Have we all said it? I haven't said that.
Well, I meant like half of this. Well, 3/4 of this room probably have said
a
it.
white boy, a white boy can't have a little bit of swag.
They're all in the black and miles.
For real.
Every time you smoke a black and mild, swag meter goes up.
I was wearing a polo before I started smoking Black and Milds, man.
Black and Miles, what did this to you?
But if one has the understanding of how
I was
important-
6. I was wearing slacks, dude. I picked up the Black and Mild. A little bit of culture hit me, all right?
Jack, you're one of my favorite people.
Yeah.
Look, your parents left you unattended for like 5 minutes
And I got
at a house party. At a house party. And you just were
Why are my
like,
They
parents
left him
taking me to
unattended
house
for
party?
6 minutes. He walked down Harlem and just
he was obviously at a jazz party.
it was like the Peter Griffin walk.
The shine. The
I'm
shine.
gonna go to Harlem and say the N-word. They respected me for saying it. That's
shine- look.
that's Jack.
All I'm saying is
That's
every,
also from Schindler's List.
every major in every major city that I visit, I have an internal compass that points me towards MLK Boulevard.
You might be a criminal.
No.
Whoa, wait a second. Whoa.
There's an unfortunate statistic
really?
that most MLK Boulevards, a lot of fucked up shit be going on.
Really?
It's like a
I mean, I
very
guess-
common trope.
That's
Look,
wild.
they even address it in the Boondocks.
Do they actually?
Yeah, MLK. Okay, so there's
You
a
don't get this 'cause
concept
you don't watch
episode.
black media like
That's-
you do.
There's a concept episode of the Boondocks where when MLK got shot, he just went into a coma, and so he wakes up in the 90s and just goes around and starts doing his thing, and he figures out that every MLK Boulevard that has his name is just very violent, and they make a joke about it. And then
Oh
he goes
my
and makes a
God.
speech and calls a bunch of people the N word, and he's like, they need to get their shit together,
That
Yeah, no, that's a pretty good episode, man. It's a pretty good episode. It's pretty
big
good.
ups to
The guy's
Martin
only
Luther
done 5
King.
projects in his career, and he hasn't done one since 2019.
See,
That
that's
makes
a
sense.
fucking artist.
Did he get killed by
That is a
COVID?
He's alive. He's 51 years old.
Oh, dude.
Older than I thought he would be.
I mean, he was only 36 when he did Boondocks.
how old are y'all?
We're young.
That's some. That's
That's
some.
a wild.
Wait,
statement.
wait. How old do you think Liam
That's
is?
a wild statement.
Let's
40-year-old
go from
man.
there. Let's go from there, Jack. How old do you think Liam
Look,
is?
black don't crack, so I'm saying
48.
50s, 60s, you know?
He really does look older with the shorter hair. Like something about it just says.
Yeah,
like,
you really
youth-
do look older. Than
Especially
you
when
ever
you're
looked.
wearing your glasses, like you just
See, for me, it's the opposite. When he has the glasses on, I'm like, this guy is 22.
when he has the glasses on, I'm getting like youth minister, vibes. Like he's
I
like,
get
come here,
college
let me.
professor vibes
He like
if I
turns
leave.
the chair around. He sits.
You got
down,
an edge
you
for
know.
Christ.
I think it's because while me on the podcast, me and Aleem talk way more shit like haha silly than we do outside. On the outside of the podcast, Aleem and I usually are. It's much more like
It's much more
intellectually stimulated, and so I always like he's like one of the professors of my life. When I talk to Aleem, he's like one of the smartest like people that I talk to, and so it's usually a very like intelligent basis to start on.
He's
And then when we
appreciate
get here and we throw Creighton in the mix, it's just like he's like, oh yes, I finally get to call this guy racist.
He sits you down.
A pedophile and a
He
racist.
sits you down and goes, "Have you ever heard of soaking?" It's a Mormon thing, but we're starting to bring you into Catholicism.
It's not my fault if someone's jumping on the bed and I fall in. Okay? I can't go to
You know what they're
hell.
talking about?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
Just
Mormons-
don't
Mormons
finish.
don't have sex, so they dock.
Just don't finish him.
Docking is something completely different.
Oh, my fault.
Wait, what's docking?
No,
That's vertical soaking. That's when the girl aims upward.
No, that is not vertical soaking.
it's
And I'm talking about planking. It's a joke.
it's
Planking
uncirc
joke.
to uncirc behavior.
Yeah.
Docking and frauding. Okay, I cannot have this conversation right
Stay
now.
off of Urban Dictionary, man.
There was a point
The
in
worst
this
part,
episode,
not
in this
even Urban
show,
Dictionary.
where we had
I
Urban
learned this
Dictionary
shit
word of the
naturally.
week. Wait, what? Naturally? Where are you hanging
That's
out?
what happens when two people say something at the same time.
Don't worry about where I'm hanging out, all right? Just worry about what I know.
Worry about what he's hanging in.
Soaking in.
Nah, man, I was talking to my boy Bobby recently, man, and Bobby literally walks in.
How old are you?
That's what I'm getting to.
Okay.
That's part of it. So Bobby walks in, and I'm at Michael's, right? And he's like, dude.
My brother Michael?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. He's like, dude, you're getting so old. I was
Damn.
like, yeah, so I stopped.
Come
I
on,
was,
Bobby. What the
yeah, I was like, Bobby, Bobby, I'm older than Michael. Huh? Bobby sits down. He's like, no, bro, you just got this real youthful energy about you. I thought you were like, like 23. And I was like, Bobby, I turned 29 in 2 weeks.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Wait, so your birthday's coming up?
Yeah, October
Yeah,
6th.
October 6th.
Oh, hell yeah.
6th. I thought it was the 4th.
It's okay, that's close enough.
I didn't think it was the 4th.
What's happening on the 7th? I feel like something's happening on the 7th.
No, bro. I don't know.
Anyways.
The dark future of owning a business and a podcast
Yeah, tell me about it.
is ahead of me. The only thing, I don't even have to worry about getting old because I'm already blonde.
How old do you think I
What
am?
does that mean? Wait a second.
40?
He looks 40.
No, I do not.
Fucking-
Now, my mom thought you were older than us.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, my
Oh,
mom was like, yeah, I thought your friend Craig was like 33.
I carry myself responsibly.
That's pretty
This
much what it
This
is.
is all coming from a man who's been considered 30 years old his entire life. like I didn't. All right, I'm admitting to a crime.
MLK Boulevard.
We got him.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got it.
Smoke shops in Lancaster, they like. I've been like, dude,
Don't give a fuck.
Yeah, first of
they
all,
want
I don't
that
give a
money.
fuck.
Oh, you haven't been ID'd. That's the crime.
Well, no. I've been ID'd, or they've tried to get me ID'd. I was like, dude, I'm so sorry. Like, this is when I was in
You
Florida.
convinced them that you didn't need it. They
Yeah,
just
yeah,
agreed.
yeah.
Yeah. Because
Like, I left it in my car.
I even made fake.
I looked at my kid's car.
I faked mortgage documents.
What?
To seem old. I'm like, dude, I have a mortgage. I'm just trying to get some nicotine. It's been a stressful day. I just moved.
Did that
here.
work?
Yeah,
Wait. Hold on. You
That's so
faked a
advanced.
mortgage?
I faked a mortgage. Yeah,
So you like the cashier was like, it's more likely this guy has his mortgage documents on him than his ID.
Like in the car? Like you had him in the car? and
no,
then
I
you
had
came
like a
in?
picture of them, like a PDF of it.
That's just a dumb bitch.
That's
Which is even
wild.
crazy because, like, why wouldn't you have a PDF of your license in there? You know what I mean?
Well,
Like,
I don't
That's
want
what
to
I'm
take a picture
saying.
of mine.
But-
I
because
don't
me-
want
me
to-
too,
I don't
I'm
want
a-
to get
I'm a
it,
fucking-
you know what I mean?
A picture
Not the
isn't,
government.
isn't
Government's
legal.
already got it.
Like
but,
you can't have a picture of your ID and consider it
Yeah.
illegal.
That's true.
Like whenever
That's
I worked at Food
Also,
Lion,
I'm a criminal, and as a criminally minded person, I already am thinking of how to best use that opportunity, and I would have the print off in my car and just be like, I got like a mortgage in my car. You want me to show you that? Like, you know what I mean? Like, just-
I have a high vis vest in the back of my.
The thing
SUV.
is, you don't
Do
have
you know
to be,
how much I could fucking do with just a high vis vest?
yeah, it's true.
I'm already
It's
carrying
wild.
tools, like
Yeah.
like
a couple traffic cones, bro,
costume.
you could shut down any highway,
Anything, bro.
any
It's
street.
crazy. It's crazy.
You don't have to be 21 to have a mortgage, though. You only have to be 18.
They don't know that.
They don't know or care. Crazy.
They-
People are
like-
stupid.
Like they
People
work
are
at a
so
they
dumb.
work at a fucking vape shop.
That's true. We're talking.
That's
We
like
cannot have workforce discrimination.
no discriminate. I'm
Listen,
I'm
This
against
is why education is important.
Yes, truly.
to anybody who's
Actually, that's
working
the
at a,
best like thing we
any-
could glean from this.
anyone listening to this podcast right now, I want you to sit down if you're standing up. And I want you to
To stand up if you're sitting down.
Exactly. Yes. Because you
Change
need to,
what you're doing.
you need to be ready for this information. If you work at a smoke shop, kill yourself or fix your life.
Whoa,
Okay,
hold
the
on,
second
whoa,
part
whoa.
is a good. It's a good thing you said the second part.
That
Like, you
got
should-
wild there.
You still
bro.
shouldn't have said the first
Not
part.
even the second part, because again, we can't have workforce discrimination because at the end of the day, your ass buys vapes. So if they all took your advice, your dumb ass and your mortgage payments ain't gonna get you shit, Jack.
Your fake mortgage payment.
They serve the same function as that vending machine right there.
Wow, that's
And I'm not even saying that in a demeaning way. That is like the majority of our workforce could be replaced by vending machines in 2020,
but we
2040.
don't need that energy towards it. We're trying to like better.
You
people.
should be. You should be like, why the fuck am I working at McDonald's right now?
Or we should just, if they're gonna do that, we should pay them. That's the act. That's the other side.
That's
You
it.
don't think that the people that work at these low tier entry level jobs are important to society?
No, of course I think they're important.
I was no, just because.
Oh, you're doing a bit.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Why would I?
Dude,
Jack,
you
Jack,
were
the thing
presenting
is,
it
because
so
you're not 25 yet. I never know where it's a bit, and it's like, oh, that front
Well,
part
he's
of his
also
brain.
really good at it.
That's
That's
the
just like the
part.
bits are good.
That's crazy.
the
I
best
was
part.
you were using like your convincing logical
Yeah,
voice.
I was sitting there. I was like, "Damn, when this podcast is over, I'm gonna have to actually talk to him." Be like,
Yeah.
Hey, Jack,
No,
Jack,
no.
I know you're bright, you're brilliant. I love you, buddy. We've been friends
Really?
since you.
Yeah, I'm gonna blush. No,
Wait, you've
no.
been friends for how long?
Wait, can I get some ass, nigga?
This has all been a ploy. You're trying to fuck me. I
And in
knew it.
one fell swoop, Alim lost all credibility with the blacks.
I do wonder, like, because I reach out to people all the time to come on here, and like sometimes people message me back, sometimes they won't. But I'm wondering how often people are like, "Is he actually want to do a podcast, or is this like a dangerous
To like
situation?"
5
Yeah.
minutes to before 7 o'clock, I was like, "Is he just leaving me in this parking lot?" And like, fucking
Well, so that was part. You have my phone number, and you
I
chose to
don't.
call me through Snapchat.
I gave you my phone number,
And I texted you. It's been minutes,
Alright,
but I text you right in front of him.
This is like
Well,
the,
no, in
the
front of Caitlin.
baboon that slapped the lion. Like it's happened in the past. There's nothing we can do about this.
Wait, what did you just say?
Like from the Lion King.
Oh,
Oh, really good reference.
that's
Yeah.
yeah.
Rafiki's
I thought you
not
were
a
just
baboon though. He's a
Orangutan.
No.
Kamuchi.
Hold on.
a mandrake. A
That's a snake.
Look it up. It's something with a. It's something with a.
No, that's a
S.
musician.
No, it's a snake. That, a mandrake
Oh,
is.
snake. I think you said a
Yes.
snipe.
No,
I thought you were talking
no,
about the
no.
bird that isn't
No,
real.
no, no, no.
Sorry.
That's where sniper actually came from.
I saw it in Up.
So what enough?
A snipe.
A snipe.
Ah.
No, he didn't. Do you know about a snipe? What a snipe is? The bird. A snipe is a fake bird that people send you to go find.
Yeah.
Like as like a, they send your kids like if you find the snipe, I'll give you
It's
some
like the
stock.
left-handed hammer of.
It's literally a fictional.
Oh,
animal that
left-handed-
doesn't
or
exist
blinker
that you
fluid?
tell kids to
Yeah,
go
blinker
find as a
fluid,
joke.
left-handed
It's like
hammer.
a long-term generational used joke.
Do you ever-
Yeah.
It's in Up. He tells him to go find a snipe.
And he did. He does.
And he's like, "Come here, little snipe. Come here, little." Russell goes to find one, and it's like, watching it and being from the South, it's wild. Because like I went to church camp as a little kid, and they were like, "Okay, everybody, we're gonna go find the snipe."
Wow.
The
Church.
adults in my life didn't lie to me growing up.
You're like Santa isn't fucking real.
Fun fact, I figured that shit out myself.
So early.
Yeah, because I was like, something's not adding up, guys.
Yeah, you guys
We
are being
don't
a
have a
little weird.
chimney. It's a real. That was my big thing. Like kids falling for. I get it. Like
Damn,
mysticism.
bro, poor people. Don't
yeah,
believe
bro,
in Santa
look.
fast. There's no one's got chimneys
No, what's
anymore.
even crazier is the presumption that I was poor at this age. See, believe it or not, we had upstairs. If there was ever a time in my life I would have had a chimney, would have been in the house I grew up in. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't know shit was rough.
A mandrill.
There you go. I tell you.
I knew Santa wasn't real when we were eating baked spaghetti for 3 weeks in a row.
The largest.
and our Christmas was like school supplies and socks. Like,
Dog, man. The thing is, the older you get, though, you appreciate gifts of
oh yeah,
utility. You know what I
yeah.
mean? I'd go
No,
for a good pair of
I
socks.
think about my
Bro,
dad.
what? I know
think,
you know.
I think about my dad, and I'm like, this motherfucker really like went from living in the middle of nowhere in North Carolina to, I'm not gonna say what he does now, but he is very high up in one of the bigger local colleges, not local, but state colleges.
Yeah.
And it was not just me. I'm not an only child. I have 3 sisters. So it is like, what, we got an intruder or something? I'll up the 9
we
right
heard
now.
something, so
I'll
we're all
up
like,
the
That's
9
not
right
what
now.
I was up at.
what were you looking at?
I'll tell you later.
Oh.
So,
So wait, we're good though. There's no reason to be concerned.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Don't think.
Well, what was that then?
probably just something.
Finish your story about why
What
your
the
dad's
fuck?
amazing.
Stop bringing shit up.
And he went from that, which there's nothing wrong with living that way, but the
Like coming from that
the
background.
upward mobility that he had, and not just that, but he had 4 kids, and like just I always find myself comparing myself to him, and I just got to realize like it was just a different world now, and there's just not that the same avenue he went down is just not the same road for me, which could just be me excusing why I'm such a loser all the time, but we'll figure it out in the long run. It'll come out in the wash, right? What was it?
Shit.
You're not taken over by like an alien or something?
Nah, that's me.
You're not the
unfortunately.
thing?
Nah.
Yeah, you're not
I
the
think.
thing.
I think.
I was
That,
that long
Open your
before
mouth.
this
You got some
podcast.
feelings?
I think.
If we go look back there in that corner, is there an earring on the ground or something? Or a nipple piercing?
or what do they call it? Adam's ladder or whatever. What's the one that goes like?
Oh, the Prince Rupert?
Yeah.
I thought it was the Prince Albert.
It's one of those.
I thought he was in
Prince
a can.
Albert's in a can.
Who's in the can?
Prince Albert.
Tuna?
No, he's I think he's British sausage or
I think
something.
that's a pretty solid spot to
Wait,
wrap
wait,
up. We're
wait,
starting
wait.
to
I
just
had
say
I have a
absolute
point
nonsense.
about what Jack just said about his
Okay,
dad and stuff.
say your point.
I think you downplay yourself a lot because you came on here and you spoke very eloquently and very logically that Charlie didn't see a lot of because, like, he was
Well,
busy.
and I
fucking
didn't
Yeah,
around.
even-
Charlie thinks I'm retarded.
Well,
That's
no,
not
but
true
didn't
at
you
all. I was
see
going to say, just in what I've been here for, and just in the conversations I've had with you outside of the podcast today, and
Yeah.
in the I mean, you are a very bright young man.
Yes,
It is-
Guys,
and
I'm
you
already
balance
pink. I'm already
that
pink.
with being funny and just also a brick shit house of a person.
I thought I was trying to fuck him. What's going on, guys? What's going on? I thought I
We
had
can have a
this.
Well,
little
no,
quad
he
fuck.
was downplaying himself. He was like, my dad came for nothing and did all these great things, and he's like,
And
"What
I'm
do
a
I-"
loser. And I
Yeah.
was like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
Fuck
what do
him
you
up there.
mean?
No,
Like,
I-
I feel like
white
you're
boy.
on the path to being like similar. We
Yeah.
we know what your dad is, so
Yeah.
similar to what maybe not in that same industry, but
Yeah.
like very
in a
similar
regard
path.
or of some sort, you will
Yeah.
be.
More than anything, man, thinking like that about yourself is only gonna like fulfill that problem.
Comparison.
Fulfill. That's a no.
It's all right, dude. We're,
Fulfill.
Falafel. It's
we are 2.5 hours into this. This might be a 2-parter.
No, man, it's incredibly important for you to, in all ways, you look in that mirror, you talk to Jack, like, because, like, the thing is, like, your closest friends, your sisters, your family, when they're not at their pinnacle, when they're not at their peak, when they're not making the moves that make you go, wow, what an incredible human that's changing the course of everything, you don't look at them like they're failures, like they haven't accomplished something great. You see the greatness in them, and you have to treat yourself like that. You have to. I would tell you, in the 7-year difference between me and you, not thinking like that is the only reason I'm not where I want to be.
Yeah.
So save yourself that. If you save yourself nothing else, don't fucking talk
I-
about my friend like that. Understood?
Huh?
Don't talk about my friend like that.
Who?
You.
Oh, I thought you were threatening me for a second.
No, yeah, well, a little bit to be nice to yourself.
He is
It's
threatening.
really scary and off-putting. He does that a lot. Like, if you ever downplay yourself, he
That is the
says
most
that.
racist
I
shit
will
he's ever
fuck
said
you
on the
up.
podcast.
He says that all the time. He goes like, "I will fuck you up for talking about my boy like that," and he's always talking about you talking about yourself. It's like he loves to say that. He
I
said it a
will
lot
walk
of
you
times.
the fuck down.
It's really scary. It
You
comes
think
out of
you
nowhere.
can fuck you up? I'll fuck you up even better.
Yeah,
I love you, man. I'll fucking kill you.
Yeah, literally, it's that.
I'll
And he's done
fuck
it.
you.
And that was the Shirts Off podcast, everybody. We got this.
Episode 33.
Episode 34.
Shirts
Jack
off.
Attack. Might
Jack
change-
Attack.
Shirts off, nipples out, boys.
Jackaholics Anonymous.
This is fucking
Jackaholics.
Jackaholics Anonymous. What was that?
I can't wait till this is a visual podcast again.
Oh, yeah.
Olim's
Oh,
doing
yeah.
insane stuff today.
Oh yeah, he was like doing push-ups in his fucking
Yeah.
chair.
I was jumping over couches like
Yeah.
fucking Tom Cruise
Yeah.
and shit.
It's like, I love this man. All right.
Show me the money.
Man,
All right.
please like, comment, subscribe. If you want to hear more, hit that notification bell to not miss an
Send
episode.
this to your mother. Send this to your aunt. Send this to people that
With vaginas.
with vaginas. That is our core demographic.
We need a
vagina holders.
women
These are,
women 18 to
not just
52.
women. Men can have vaginas too.
Oh, I'm
Body,
sorry.
body pocket having humans.
If you have a hole,
Pocket
this is for
pussy.
you.
yeah, there you go.
Pocket pussy
Hole-
holders.
Hole
like,
having humans. This
Card-
episode's for you.
card
And you know what?
carrying
And you know
pocket
what?
pussy holders.
If you got a dongle too,
If
you're
your dad,
fine
if your
here.
dog wants to watch,
If your dad's from North Carolina, this is for you.
If you're a card-carrying Democrat, this episode was for you.
If you get confused when you see small dogs in public, this is for you.
If you've ever planted a tree in Jerusalem or had one planted on your behalf, this is for you.
If you've ever had gay thoughts and been mad at it, this is for you.
If you've ever listened to this is for you.
If you've listened to this whole podcast and gotten to this point, this was certainly for you.
If you've listened to this and you've listened to it all the way, you are gay.
If you didn't stop at the 48-minute mark, it's tough luck.
Right now, as I'm saying this, we are 2 hours, 24 minutes, 18, 19, 20 seconds in.
If you're listening to this, you just lost the game.
Okay, wrap it up. That's good. Later, everybody. Thank you for listening.
And you're on the third day of a fentanyl bender. This is for you. All right.
Y'all have a great time.
Good night.
That was
Love you
nice.
guys.